Do not drink the resin.
But I guess I could use it as like my own homebrew COVID cure.
Not recommended.
Will it
20
deworm a
Sides
horse?
does not recommend drinking resin as a COVID cure. And hello, and welcome to 20 Sides to Every Story.
Fair enough.
Oh gosh.
We are going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. We are working our way through the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, and the party is currently deep, they think, within the hedge maze of the wizard Zonthal, his tower, where the cult of Tiamat has holed up to study the Blue Dragon Mask. A traitor from the cult, Iskander, has sent word that if they come rescue him from the cult, he can hand over to them the Blue Dragon Mask. Now, the party, on arriving at the hedge maze, saw Iskander dangling off the balcony, screaming at the top of his lungs, waving the Blue Dragon Mask around in a very clandestine fashion. The party did not think. And so the party has basically written off the cult wizard as already dead, most likely. And they've got a bit to deal with in this hedge maze. They have already faced off several suits of animated water, a number of trolls, and a very frustrating sundial. The party has stepped into a proper maze at last. This actually has turns to the left, to the right, and straight ahead. But a gorgon, a massive bull made of metal, breathing poisonous mist, has started charging at them. The hedges parted to allow it to pass. As everyone rushed to defensive positions, they moved more than that very critical 15 feet apart, and the hedges closed between them, isolating Chiquito from the party. Chiquito will not be joining us this evening, and therefore, he's somewhere behind the hedges. But we do have Sho, Anrin, Yaz, and
Plot
Rob.
armor.
Plot armor indeed, and I'm sure nothing will come of that, and he will suffer
That's
no
true.
consequences. But
No, Chiquito is a god. He can't be affected.
I mean, you've already got one god in the goddess in the party. I don't know that we can have two gods in the same party at once. That seems
Oh, it's okay.
conflicting.
It's totally fine.
Totally fine? Okay, well, as long as you say
Yeah,
it's fine.
it's anime bullshit. It's totally fine.
Animated bullshit.
Bullshit.
I do like a
Well,
good anime
one of them is
bullshit.
from a different plane, so that sort of explains the maybe not overabundance, but the abundance of godness in
A solid piece of logic there.
It doesn't count if they're from a different plane.
You got it. So I believe as we were wrapping up last time, we did roll ourselves into turn order. And based on that, I believe Sho will be the first to respond to the Gorgon rushing in your direction. I did spread the party out just so as I was getting things sorted out, so please feel free to rearrange if I put you in the wrong marching order. And then, Sho, what are you doing?
I'm raging and charging, of course.
Basically the
Nice.
same play as the Gorgon.
Yeah. So activate rage, which triggers my what's it called? My instinctive pounce to move 15 feet.
Okay.
And strike the Gorgon with lightning.
Ooh. Can a Gorgon dance? We will find out. It cannot dance, but I forgot to turn off my whispers. Let's fix that. Rolls don't count if no one can see them.
Is
Yep.
that how that works?
Super can't dance.
Oh,
2
So it will
points.
take 2 points of lightning damage. And then what I would like to do, and tell me if this is feasible, I would like to use my epic jumping ability to end up on kitty corner around it. So like I just
Sure.
want to try to angle it this way.
You know what? Let's reveal a little bit more of the map. As you go kitty corner on the Gorgon. You out of town folks and your ridiculous pronunciations. Excellent. So,
Kitty corner on the Gorgon.
kitty corner on the Gorgon.
Patty corner.
Addy corner. And you know what? You probably would have seen a little bit over
Diagonally.
here. Diagonal down. There are options.
I just want to be over there.
Over there.
Oh.
So as Show takes
You
to
know,
the air,
across from the Sundial light, you know.
And then I'm gonna crack it with the Morning Star.
I thought that might be coming. A 19 will hit. You found the magic number. 10, 13 points of damage.
And then crack it again. 8.
You got it. 14
So
there.
14.
Wumpita wumpita. And then what, Show?
That'll be it.
Got it. Over to Yaz. Yaz, what are you thinking?
That is a really good question. Yaz would probably try to ready a dodge, mostly because I cannot get my character sheet open too.
Okay.
So I'll be readying a dodge.
No problem. Yaz goes ahead and takes the dodge action. Anrin, what are you up to?
Well, I can do no less than Sholra, so I am going to use a bonus action to activate my Flame Tongue Glaive.
Poofwhoosh.
Yes, it is up. And I am going to move to the point where I could actually hit before I hit the actual weapon. And just smack.
Got it. Smack indeed. That lands, doing 11 points of damage there. Does that look right? Yep, you just happened to roll real low. 11 points dealt.
And one more time.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
15, however, will miss. Anrin, anything else?
I'm staying right here and doing nothing else.
And as Anrin's turn comes up, the Gorgon looks at Show and goes fa-whoosh and blows out a blast of petrifying breath. Show, could I get a DC 13 Constitution saving throw from you, please? You're
Whoa.
fine.
Nice.
Should blow some back at the Gorgon with that one.
Sure do. That'll bring us to Rob Oakes. Rob Oakes, what are you doing?
Rob is going to run to here.
Okay.
And while he does, he's gonna sing, "This Gorgon's on fire," and I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Okay. As you cast Fairy Fire, that is going to be a Dex saving throw, I believe. Yep,
Yes,
there
17.
We go. Ooh, does not pass, but tries. Will light up and glow.
Advantage for everyone.
Woo!
And then, as my bonus action, I will sing softly, "Show is so beautiful to me. Can't you see?" An inspiration for Show.
Sounds good. Inspiration granted. And Show, with that inspiring song, what you up to?
Well, suppose I ought to hit him again.
Yep.
First we'll go with the lightning.
Make him dance. Passes
Did
this
so well
time.
last time. All right. So that one didn't work, so I'll hit him with the Morning Star. At advantage.
At advantage. 23 will do. 14 there.
14. And second swing.
21's good. 12, I think.
I would like to get some decent rolls on this, but they are not cooperating.
It's steady damage, though. Steady damage.
Steady low damage.
Show anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Got it. Yaz, you've taken the defensive action. Anything else there for you? Hey, Freddy. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, let's see. Sorry, I was stepping out for a second.
No problem.
So Fairy Fire,
Fairy Fire.
Enraged Barbarians.
You got it.
Well, I feel not so safe here, so I'm gonna go 5, 10, 25. Hello, Rob. And then I'm going to peek around the corner and go bleh bleh.
Bleh, bleh. Could I
Bleh,
see the bleh blehs, please, and with advantage?
bleh. Advantage, bleh bleh bleh. And bleh.
18 will miss, but a
Ooh.
28 will hit. So the
Nice.
14 is there.
14 is nice.
That is nice. I like it. And that is it.
That is it. That'll bring us to Anrin. Anrin, Raging Bull in front of you. What you got?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and try and
Ooh, 19 will hit for 20.
do this again.
15 will miss,
even with
though.
advantage.
It was just a rough roll. Anything else?
Well, now I'm really unhappy, so I'm going to use my bonus action to rage.
Bonus action Rage engaged. As Anrin rages, the Gorgon takes one step towards the trio, plants its feet like Bolt the Wonder Dog, and lets out the poisonous breath. I need a Constitution saving throw from Anrin, Yaz, and Rob Oakes as the petrifying breath watches over you. 17's better than 13. Anrin is okay. Yaz and Rob.
Let's see. It was Constitution, you said?
Constitution.
And saving.
Ooh, that's not bad.
I have
Yes.
rerolls. I have rerolls.
Reroll.
I have rerolls. Let's do a reroll.
Post-it note save.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, yay.
I knew I saved those for a thing.
Absolutely.
Is that an attack?
Is that an attack? That's an excellent question. That is... It's not technically an attack. So I'm going to say no.
Is it a spell?
It is not a spell. It is a petrifying breath.
Okay.
And basically what I was looking for, if it was a breath attack or anything like that, but it is not in the attack section. So I don't think Sentinel will pop on that one.
Nope.
But that brings us to Rob Oakes. Rob, what are you doing?
Oy. Nobody's been hurt. Rob just feels like he doesn't have a job right now. Because I'm fairly sure my arrows are no good. So I will viciously mock him and say, I've seen better hung bulls off the back of a Toyota in traffic in Detroit.
Whoa.
What is this magic land of Detroit? Never heard of such wonders.
Is that wisdom or charisma that he's saving with here? I forget now. It's been a little while. Wisdom. Well, that's a hefty damage there, too. He fails it. He will take his 7 points of damage. And he's at disadvantage as his endowment is challenged.
Yes. And I will move back here. That's it.
So here we'll go with the sad face bull. There we go.
There we go.
Show. What you up to?
Well, first the lightning.
First the lightning. The lightning makes him dance. Fails. 6 points of lightning.
6 lightning. Then I will hit him with the Morning Star.
You will with the 28. And that will do
12 points of damage.
the Gorgon in.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
It was
We are
less of
out.
a challenge to us than I
Combat.
thought it would be. I haven't fought with a Gorgon before.
Yeah, I was
expecting a little more.
I mean, you make fun of him during the battle. You make fun of him after the battle.
That was no Toyota.
It was no Toyota. He didn't have anything hanging off of that like trailer hitch or anything. Yeah. Well, I guess we should be grateful. None of us. I mean, anybody hurt? Nobody hurt. Okay.
Where is Chiquito?
Chiquito.
Oh, well, should we go look for him or keep going and figure he'll find us, or
I don't know.
both things could probably even be the same thing
There
in
is
a
no path where we came from.
whacked out place like this?
You go to retrace your steps, and that's true. You're pretty sure this is where you came from, but there's hedge there.
Hedge.
Ooh,
I
and
told you
Edge.
that I hate this place.
everyone,
Yeah, I
please
don't
update
care
their
for it
post-it
either.
notes. Pruno has bought you a reroll.
Oh,
Everybody?
thanks, Bruno,
He did
and the
indeed.
DM.
And the DM.
Yes.
I shall add it to my digital post-it note.
Woo!
Ooh, digital post-it note.
You have these little things on your sheet that you can up and down, and I just named one of them inspiration.
Ah, good call.
I did the same.
Y'all
I have
being
two resources:
fancy.
rage and rerolls.
I just got a little notepad stuck up there. But the party in the maze looks around, and there is no Chiquito.
Chiquito-less.
That is the worst.
Yeah, if you've got the choice between Chiquitoed and Chiquito-less, you go Chiquitoed every time. I think
Yes, we. Oh, sorry.
this.
Go ahead.
Well, my thought was this maze seems to be moving us in directions, or in no direction, and moving on us is just as likely to find Chiquito as trying to find a way back, which doesn't seem to be all that promising.
I agree.
This is true.
So on we go. Which way?
Keep on keeping on.
Always make a
Well,
left.
that's right, because left is always right.
I don't understand.
Which way is left, though? If we're facing in all different directions, then which way is left?
I am facing this way.
Okay.
That doesn't mean I'm right. I'm just saying, or correct. I'm just
mean,
saying, left
I'll
is
work.
this way for me.
I'll work with it.
Okay. I mean, I don't mean to presume to tell you you're left and you're right. Yes, I mean
No,
that's
no, it's okay.
that's your
I
agency.
don't know your life.
And as Rob, Show, and Yaz work out how left and right works, Anrin, what are you up to over there? Whoop, mute. Are you on mute? Oh, you were muted.
I was muted.
Oh, there we go.
I'm worried about Chiquito. Obviously, I mean, this is not funny that he's not here, and so I'm casting Speak with Animals and calling out to him in the last language we were using, which I can't remember what it was. Like, are you out there? Can you hear this?
Might have been pterodactyl. I'm not sure what the last one
Pterodactyl,
was.
I think it was. Yes.
That funky named one. But as you are calling out and kind of peering into the hedge, Anrin, the hedge that you're looking at seems to just go on. Like you've kind of poked the glaive in there and tried to see a gap on the other side. It's just solid hedge in that direction. But as that solid hedge is set, coming barreling out of what could be considered the north towards Yaz, another Gorgon.
What? They come out whenever we touch
Could
the
I have
hedges?
everyone re-roll their initiatives, please?
Oh, shoot. Initiative?
Yes, please.
Poop.
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm
Nice.
so ready for this. I could smell it a mile away.
yeah, the party is all over this one. Rob Oakes is first to react, though, as the Gorgon comes charging out of the hedge towards Yaz. Rob, what are you doing? It is not
I
fairy fired, so it is not the same one.
yeah, I I assume that there's still like some sort of Gorgony body that we're stepping over. Or...
There is plates of Gorgon scattered about on the ground.
Okay. As my disengage action, I'm going to kick a plate of Gorgon at the Gorgon, and and move away. uh, that was just for color
Yep,
flavor.
I got you.
uh, and my inspirations still stand.
It's been about a minute, you would say. So as long as your
Oh,
inspiration lasts about a minute, you're
yeah,
fine.
yeah. They last I think 10, right?
Sure.
And that I think I took my action, and right now nobody needs me to take a bonus action at this point, so I'm going to sit on it.
Got it. Yaz, that'll bring it to you. Gorgon's coming right at you.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Yaz. I want to say dodge, but I feel like what Yaz would actually do would go like shout in fear and then bonk it on the head. I feel like that's more of what he would do.
I mean, you do
So
carry a Warhammer head shark,
I do.
so.
Warhammer head shark. Boo and boo.
Oh, one of those
Ooh.
hit for 10.
Nice. Bonk it good.
Bonk it.
Bonk it good.
And yeah, I feel like he'd be too surprised to do anything else, so I'll keep it at that.
Got it. Show. Yep.
I will rage
Okie doke.
and call down the lightning
Certainly may.
for a mighty 1 point of lightning damage. I will strike with the Morning Star.
10 will miss.
And then I would like to use my other attack.
You do have inspiration if you want to use it. I don't know if that would.
I need a 19 to hit.
It won't get you there. Yeah, never mind.
So I would like to use my other attack to. I'll use my item interaction to stow my Morning Star, drop my shield, and I want to grab onto its horns, making a grapple check.
Okay.
I want its breath at me and nobody else.
You try and get the bull by the horns. Let's see this one. You are posting up against a 15.
21 will do it.
21 will do it. You do have the critter grappled. And there's no such thing as facing really in 5e, but I see what you're going for, so you're basically going to have facing for the moment.
Yep.
Show anything else for you?
Nope, that'll be it.
You got it. Anrin, what are you up to?
This time I am going to stay back here and see if everybody is pretty much out of the way. Well, not stay completely back there. I'm going to move to about here. Make sure I'm doing this right. I'm going to go ahead and cast Burning Hands since I dropped the rage as soon as the last combat ended.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Burning Hands.
See a burning hand.
I'm going to cast that at level 2.
DC 14 dexterity saving throw. Oh, it passes. So it will take half of the 16, bumping that down to an 8. Anrin, any bonus action?
I'm going to bonus action dash 1. I mean, 2, 3, 4, 5 here and stay here for right now.
You got it. And Show saw the game coming. It is a breath attack. Well, it is a breath exhale. And she just forces it up into the air. But Show, I do need a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. You pass flying colors. And then Rob Oakes, what are you doing?
You can quit
well,
recharging that anytime.
You think, but apparently this time only 6s. Last game no 6s.
So Rob's gonna just scream at it. Win it now! Ba-dum, da-dum. This bull's been played. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Bull's gonna get played. And that'll be vicious mockery.
That will be vicious mockery. Wisdom saving throw. Oh, it aces it. It's into it. It's like it
Yeah.
shows just like woo, woo, woo. But
Nobody's been hurt yet. I don't want to use any spells or any bonus action stuff. I don't want to do any inspiration. That's it for me.
got
So
it.
far, so good.
Yaz, you are up close and personal with the Gorgon. What you
I am
doing?
up close and personal with the Gargan. I am going to do Hexblade's Curse because I honestly don't really do that enough. I'm going to do Hexblade's Curse on it, and then I am going to boop it.
Let's see it.
Boop with the Warhammer Head Shark. Boop boop, and boop boop.
Yes, second one will get it.
Nice.
And that will add an additional 5?
That I want to say 5, but let me double check. Bonus damage against the cursed target. Bonus equals proficiency, but so 4.
4. You got it. So a total of 15 points of damage there.
Yes.
And
And that's it.
go back around to you.
Well, this is going so well. I've got it grappled.
Mhm.
So we'll call the lightning.
I don't remember if grapple gives disadvantage on lightning, but it doesn't matter because it's going to take the damage anyway.
4 points of lightning damage. And I don't. Do I have to use one of my attacks to maintain the grapple?
You do not. You just have it grappled.
Okay.
So basically, you've got a good hold on it in
All
some
right,
fashion.
well, I've stowed my Morning Star, and I want to keep both hands on it. So I am going to make 2 unarmed attacks as I kick it.
Sure can. Yeah,
Kick it real good.
For 8 points of damage.
absolutely.
Jeez Louise, that's awesome.
And then kick it again for 8 more.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Show's
That
got the
is
horn,
so
just like
cool.
swings out, swings back, right in the snoot with the heels. That was bonus action, and can't move or you'll lose the grapple. So,
Yep,
Anrin.
I suppose I could move at half speed and drag it with me, but I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, you could do that, actually.
I think we're okay where we are.
You got it.
Okay.
Anrin, what are you up to?
I'm going to go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Ooh, it will miss on its first attack.
Okay, and so, God, being a spellcaster is a pain.
Especially as a barbarian.
Yes. Well, Coralon didn't ask me what I wanted. It was sort of thrust upon me. So I'm staying right here and kicking the ground morosely because I really, really, really want to charge over there, but I think I'm better off here for everybody's sake.
And with that, once more, the breath spray, Show deflecting it from the party, but still has to make the con save themselves. On the nose, but it passes. And Rob Oakes, what are you doing?
Can I have a quick glance, not action? I'm asking for DM ruling. And do I have a good idea of how hurt it is after this is the second one we've fought now?
Yeah, you would say it is bloodied, by the bloodied being about half standard.
Okay, it's half the bullet used to be.
Half the bullet used to be.
Okay. Every time I do this, I need a refresher. Can I move here, hit it with Thunderwave, and not have them get hit?
Yes.
I can drop that right. Yeah, I figured. Okay. I'm gonna Thunderwave this guy at 2. Level 2.
Level 2. You got it. Thunder Wave. Let's see it. Con save.
What the? All right.
It crushes the con save. 17.
And now I'm up in.
8.
Uh,
R.
I don't. I keep wishing I had rogue bonus actions, but I don't, so I won't. So I'm here. That's it.
Yaz, it comes around to you. What are you up to? Oh, a double miss. No,
Dang
a
it.
double miss.
That makes Yaz upset, but he does nothing about it.
Fair. Show.
I'm also upset. Lightning first.
Lightning first. All 6 points of that.
And then the kicking.
Nice.
And then the kicking. First kick will miss. Oh,
Both
second kick
kicks
will miss.
miss.
Getting a little wild in there. Anrin.
I should have fairy fired again.
And as I hear Rob muttering that, I think, oh, you know what? Can I do that? I don't think I can.
Don't think so.
But I'm going to go ahead and attack with the spiritual weapon.
Sure can. Bonus action bonk.
Did it bonk?
Not yet. Is it prompting you for what level?
Yes, it was behind my turn order.
Ooh, a 14 will miss though.
Well, darn it, but that was a bonus action, right?
That was bonus.
So I'm going to tell Yaz to dodge. And
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. And I am going to cast Burning Hands again.
Sure can.
Only this time only at level 1. Stillness.
Dexterity saving throw 9. It takes all 10 of this.
Ha!
Amron, anything else?
Nope, I'm staying right here.
You got it. The Gorgon has not yet caught its breath, and since there's a person on its horns, it's going to try and gore them. Show, you got a gore coming at you. A 17, I think, misses.
No, because I put my shield away. It will hit me.
So, 18 points of piercing damage there. And Rob Oakes, what you up to?
Rob is going to cast Fairy Fire because it will help show.
Got it, Gorgon. Dance. Avoid that fire. Nope, it's in the fairy fire.
Okay. And I don't think anything else I can do as a bonus action. I'm just keeping my ears open for reactions, and that'll be it.
Got it. Yaz.
You know, this is a very tough decision for me.
A 17 will miss, but a 29 is a crit. 15
Nice.
points of damage from the crit plus another 4.
Yeah, wait, any attack where we make against critical. Oh, okay, that's just an improved critical. Okay, I was like, wait, do I get to do the thing? I was like, oh no, it's just a critical no matter what. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a 4 from
19 total.
Yeah.
Nicely smooshed. Anything else?
Yeah, Fairy Fire.
Nah, that'd be it.
You got it. Show.
Well, it didn't work last time, but I have a feeling it will this time. First, we'll call the lightning.
Lightning call. It takes all 4 of that.
And then the kicking.
And the kicking begins. A 26 will certainly hit for 8 points of
For
damage
8.
there.
And then the kicking.
24 is going to hit. 8 more
For 8
points of
more.
damage. That will do it. The Gorgon falls. We are
Nobody touch the grass
out of turn order.
or the shrubs.
And Cliff,
Apparently
thanks
we
for the
can't.
cheers.
Hey, Cliff. Yay.
If there are a lot of those, it could be problematic.
Yeah. Let's not touch the hedges for a second. I mean, one could pop out anyway if we stay here too long, so let's make a choice.
So
Let's head
like,
south. There is pathways I can see there.
Okay.
okay.
Where did you guys go?
And Amber, you would have saw them kind of bending around to the left there.
Okay, I'm carefully not touching a hedge.
And you kind of meet up with Sho down towards the bottom. And as you get there, you can see a little bit more in this direction and this direction.
Wow, now this feels like a maze. Well, I guess it was still a maze before, but this is like more of the mazes I hear about. Do we just keep going down?
Sure, it's by you know as much as I do.
I guess that's
Probably
true.
more.
Sure.
As you
I'll
see,
take credit. I'll take credit if good things happen.
as you move, you can start to see more of the maze opening up. Left, right, left, right, left. Did you go left, right?
This way?
That way?
Sure, yes.
This way? Okay.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, maybe that way.
Let's follow the king.
I am
Agreed.
the king.
You are the
Good to be
king.
the king.
And as the king begins to lead, let's pause right there for a moment. Because barreling out of the shrubbery,
all will be well.
all will be well. Barreling out of the shrubbery towards Sho, another Gorgon approaches.
But why? She's not touching.
Well, why? Indeed.
It was a flawed theory.
It could be anything. Let's go ahead and bring that turn order back up. Let's ask everybody to re-roll themselves into it.
I hate this maze.
I'm going to touch all the hedges now.
Yeah, yeah.
No
Bad things to
hedge
say about these
is
hedges.
safe. Yes. You are the first to get a chance to react to the sound of thunderous hooves approaching, but you do not see the Gorgon from where you are at.
But I hear them.
But you hear the Gorgon. You're vaguely aware of the Gorgon's direction being, that way.
Yes.
Oh.
So if I go here, would I be
Uh-huh.
able to do like a peek head out and go pew pew?
I'm gonna say no on that one. You'd need the one
fair.
extra bit of movement because your peak look is kind of like there.
Yeah, that's fair. Show's in front of me, so it'll be okay. All right.
All right.
And
Oh, that's a pair of good hits. 28 points of damage to our fresh-faced Gorgon friend. And yeah, is anything else?
No. I might say hi to Show, but that's it.
Okay. Hey, Sho.
Hi, Show.
Hello.
What would you like to do, Sho?
This is exciting.
Well, it's a little redundant, but I'm gonna rage and charge it.
I mean, sometimes you just play the greatest hits.
So I'm just gonna get right over here again, turning it away. Go ahead and grab it, and see if I can't grapple it again and do the same thing.
Let's see if you can do that grapple thing. Gonna put, wow, a 28.
Yes.
Gracious. It tries hard, but no, it is turned to face in your direction.
And then I'll kick it.
And then the kicking begins.
I think I missed the kick though.
17 will miss the kick. Show, as you pull the Gorgon's attention around forcefully, it is an exhalation of that petrifying breath. Could I get that DC 13 con save? Uh-oh.
I'm going to use a reroll.
Reroll deploy. 17 will pass. And so, Rob Oakes, it comes round to you. What are you doing? Oh, Rob mute or Rob thinking?
I am muted, or I was. All right. Rob's also going to play his greatest hits.
Okay.
Fairy Fire.
Fairy Fire.
Man, that's a lot of first level spells I have just burned through.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking you've actually got a lot of greatest hits to choose from, so I wasn't sure what was coming up.
Yeah,
So that's going to light up this Gorgon.
it helps everybody else. I feel like a helper. Okay, that's it for Rob. I helped.
Yay! Oh, hey, Sith Lord Dave, thanks for the gifts of subs to our many friends out there.
Dave.
Ooh, hey, Wily
All
Hobbit, I know that
right.
name.
Dave.
And so Illuminated Gorgon is illuminated. Anrin, what are you doing? And Rob, you got to pick a spot that doesn't have a Yaz in it.
I will pick a spot that doesn't have a Yaz in it. Wait a minute. A show
A show?
for Fairy Fire?
What?
No, you and same square.
Okay,
On
You
I'm
moved
top
yourself
of-
on. You
You are
moved yourself on
standing
top of
on
Yaz.
Yaz.
You were
You're
standing on.
He
standing
is
on-
unhappy.
You're standing on my
my
frill.
roll 20 has Yaz 4 feet behind me behind a hedge.
Oh.
Oh,
So
Hang on. Let me just.
Oh.
Just
there
refresh
now,
you both. Okay.
now I see it as it is. I
I'm-
would not have been able to move that far, so I will move to here.
Okie doke. So
My frill is no longer being stood on.
roll 20 was having a special moment, as it sometimes does. But that will bring us to Anrin, who has dashed forward or moved forward quickly at least.
yes,
And
I have 45 speed, so I think this gives me right there.
Yep.
And I am going to go ahead and say to heck with the stupid spells. And if Corlon wants me to use this stuff, he better give me better tools. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and bonus action, activate the Flame Tongue Glaive again and use it.
And crit with it and do a tremendous amount of damage. 15, 20, 28 points of damage on
Okay.
that.
Nice.
Lovely.
Nice.
Well done.
Awesome. Ha! And then I'm going to try again.
Sure.
And one of the questions I have is this. Before we were having trouble with the actual addition of my strength to this. I'm not raging right now, so that's not an issue, I don't think.
Strength is in there because you got the +5 from the strength on the first roll, so that's got it. And you
Okay.
got the +5 for the strength on the attack, and a 28 with the advantage will also hit, doing another
12
wonk of
Oh.
damage, 12 points of damage. And you are not raging at the moment, so yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Yay.
Yay.
Nice. And so,
Satisfying.
any bonus action for you, Anrin?
I've already used it, and so I'm just going to be very satisfied
Eternal Flame.
that I made the right choice.
You got it. Yaz, what are you up to?
I don't know. Eldritch Blast.
I don't know. Those things work, and 22 points of damage is dealt to the Gorgon. Oh, by the way, your Hexblade Cursed one did die. If that triggered a thing, make sure you got your thing, but I think you might already be at full health.
Yeah, I'm at full health, so I'm all good.
You got it. Show. Back round to you, I think.
Lightning.
Lightning. It works.
1 point of lightning damage and then kick.
And then kick.
Kick.
Kick works. Kick
For
works.
16 total.
16 total points of damage. Gorgon does not like being kicked. Attempts to gore. 17.
That will work
That
because
will
I
work.
don't have my shield out.
18 points of piercing damage as the Gorgon gores, as its name implies. And it gets its breath back. Rob Oakes.
All right.
What you doing?
Whale?
Whale.
I didn't come up with a good bull insult. I was looking for a bunch. I don't have anything. There's just too many Gorgons for me to have this many bull songs. So I will just use I don't have a good description of using Vicious Mockery.
Woolly bully?
Oh.
He's unwoolly bully.
Unwoolly bully. That's
Steely Bully was better when he sang Back Jack Get It Again.
It's a
That'll
little
be 4 points.
contrived, but it seems to work. And there we go. And that will make the woolly bully sad. Or the unwoolly bully. Anrin.
Oh, me again.
Yes.
I'm going to make him even sadder if I can possibly manage it.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you do.
Nice.
24, 30, 32, 39 points of damage of sad Gorgon. If you would like, you may roll your second attack, but I will let you know it's not necessary. As the Gorgon falls.
Then I'm going to sort of like make I'm meant not to do that.
Yeah.
The glaive down beside me.
Congratulations. We're out of
All
turn.
right.
Now what?
Rob heard a story once
Mhm.
about mazes and bull people, minotaurs and whatnot. And he's thinking there's a play on that somewhere in here.
Oh.
But he's not getting all of the gist of it. Is there any, just any clues to, minotaurs love mazes. Gorgons don't necessarily love mazes. I don't know. Rob's gonna just he does not want to be hanging out in any way because the longer we stay anywhere, the more we get attacked. So I'd be like, let's move. But he's gonna be musing about that as we go and see if it tricks anything for anybody.
So as Rob muses and wanders along, how about a history check? As Rob starts recounting some of the tales to see if it jogs anyone's memory.
History from me or history from anybody else?
Start with history from Rob. That's a reasonable history. So Rob, as you're like, okay, what do we know about mazes? And you think back and you're like, well, we've been in a maze for the last 8 to 10 hours. What do we know about this maze? And you start to think, well, to get out, so far you've needed a thing.
Yeah, we've needed like a gem thing.
But you haven't seen a gem thing yet.
You mentioned that?
Yeah.
I
sure.
will go and smash open one of the dead Gorgons and see if I find a gem thing.
Sure. You give a good smash, and Gorgons are gooey inside. So you were rewarded with Gorgon meat, but no gem.
Okay.
Does it taste good?
It's
we're not
currently raw Gorgon meat, and Gorgon outsides are made of steel, so it's a little irony inside.
Taste the irony. It's delicious.
It's delicious irony.
I'm sorry, it was there and I had to do it.
Real good.
And I'm doing it. So.
I actually made a whiskey once called Irony. The irony was it wasn't good.
Oh, poor whiskey. But 3 Gorgons ish down. what's the party doing?
We have to keep moving, folks, and then every time we come, we need to look to see if there's like somebody's got to take the observation kind of standpoint. Should we keep moving? So let's not stay. Can we all saddle up,
Can we
Yep.
like
move?
group together?
I thought I saw something that might lead out, though.
Okay. My guess is we won't get out till we get a gem. So if it gets us to a gem, cool.
Start moving in
And we
that
follow
direction.
Rob.
See a proper,
Oh.
see a
if
proper
Anran-
dead end.
If Anran saw a way out, let's look that direction. But
So
I'm
Anran
gonna
heads over
peek
that
down
way. You
here
can see,
quick.
yep, little
okay,
pathway
I'll
off
get.
there, little
I'll
pathway.
rejoin Anran.
We could do that. Stand in one place and sort of like radiate out and come back.
If we get too far apart from each other, we get separated permanently. That's what happened to Chiquito.
Not permanently, just for now.
Well, we don't know that.
That's good to have faith, because I really want to see my Warforged buddy, but I don't
That's
want to
tough.
separate from any more of us.
I agree.
This maze has taught me anything. It will spit us out at the Sundial, so we'll probably see him at the Sundial.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And then Shaw can kick it.
I
Mhm.
will too.
And all will be good.
And you won't be
Hate
lonely,
that fucking thing.
because you'll meet him at the sundial. You won't be lonely.
Nice.
Okay, I guess we need to keep moving then.
Let's keep moving to the west, as we understand east, west, whatever.
Yes.
In the way that you understand those things. And if everybody would please place themselves as they would like to be, as the sound of hoofbeats thunderously approach once more. This
Can
time,
Rob
go ahead.
tell where it's coming from?
Rob, you sure can. It's coming from dead ahead.
Dead ahead of me?
Dead ahead of you.
Okay.
If you'd like to move
Gorgonzola.
behind me, you are welcome to do. If we'd like to switch, we can do that.
I'm gonna try something, which is dumb.
Okay.
But I'm gonna, as soon as it gets within range, I want to cast Thunderwave.
All right.
So-
Let's bring up a turn order and see if you get the chance. Boop, boop. Got a good start on it.
Sorry.
Oh, no,
I
Bruce.
thought I clicked in. I didn't.
Show may have the jump on you, though.
Yeah, Show can move me out of the way. I wouldn't resist.
Show? What are you
Manhandle
doing?
me. Woman handle me.
Oh man, I'm gonna run out of rages.
Rages, I know. I'm worried about running out of a bunch of stuff on this one.
So I think if they didn't give me a break between, I'd rather fight all of them at once. I will rage and charge up there
You can keep punching me in between.
and call that lightning.
You got it. Lightning on the Gorgon. Oh, it misses
Cool.
that time.
All right. Well, let's grab it.
You
It's
got it.
seen what you've done to its friends.
It posts up a 24 this time. You miss on the first.
I post up a 24. It
24,
got a
you-
7.
You
Oh!
got a 7.
Duh. Okay. I clicked way before I thought yours came up and just read them in order. But yes. Overconfident
kick
Gorgon
it.
fails.
How is
Well,
this
I'm-
happening?
I missed the kick, but
The kick is a miss. Ramos.
Well, I don't want a thunder
I've
wave
got
anymore.
you now.
You're right where I want you. Oh, shit. Thunder. I mean, Fairy Fire has been the jam, but I'm running on first level spells. I don't want to upcast that one because it really doesn't do anything. Man, I think I'm gonna just call out its bullshit.
Wisdom save as the bull gets called out. Oh, it passes.
It
Oh,
was my weakest. It really was my weakest effort. So that tracks.
No damage
Um,
there. Rob
No,
Oaks.
Rob will move to the back here.
You
Or
got
to
it.
the side.
As you do the whoosh, and Show, can I get that DC 13 Constitution saving throw? And Rob, can I get
Yeah, I
a...
just moved into it, didn't I?
No, you did not, because Show is
Oh.
angling it into the bushes. But can I
Okay.
get a perception check from you, please?
Okay. Oh, right. Because I was going to look for these things.
And you do notice, as the Gorgon goes whoosh, a small gem forms, bounces off of Show, and clatters to the ground. Obviously, she didn't feel a thing, but there's a gemstone lying on the ground at the moment.
I'm going to yell, Anne, get the gem on the ground, on the ground, on the ground. It's not
Anne.
helpful, but you know there's a gemstone.
Okay, well, and having heard that, and it is my turn, correct?
Sure, it is.
Well, then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is it right here?
You run up there. Could I have a perception check from you, please, as you hunt around on the ground to try and find it? We want to see a 15 on this perception check.
Oh,
I
no,
am going to. Oh, I am re-rolling this.
All right. A
There it is.
19.
Better.
You find it amongst the hooves and the show feet, kicking furiously. A diamond that you scoop up. And then, so that will be object interaction, a perception check to find it. Bonus action left if you want one.
I am going to bonus action myself dash.
Okay.
And I will say, because I have the eagle totem spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I'm not raging. Never mind. I'm going to have to risk that attack of opportunity. I'm still going to dash 5.
Okay, you try to move out of
Mhm.
range. There will be a gore coming at you. A 12 is going to be horrible and miss. Show, I think if you want to kick, you would get the opportunity there.
I sure do. I'll miss.
And the kick misses. But Anrin is away with diamond in hand. As you move away, you can hear the Gorgon huffing, as if it got the wind knocked out of it somehow.
Oh, I was going to say, did it have a bag and some spray paint?
Yes.
Slightly different type of huffing.
Okay.
Just like silver all around its mouth.
Yeah.
But you can't tell because it's already steel.
What?
It's chroming, Mom. Yes. What are you up to?
What am I doing? Blessed.
Blessed. 18 will miss. The 23 will hit. 10 points of damage struck there. Yes. Any bonus action?
That's it.
You got it. Show.
Lightning.
Lightning.
I don't have that many tricks.
Many tricks.
That's a 4 points. That'll
4
work.
points and then kick it.
And then kick it. That's a kick. That's 8 there.
For 8. And then kick it and miss.
And miss.
Kick it real good.
Hey, Homebrew.
I'm
Thanks for the raid.
just gonna drag it around here and shove its face in the hedge.
All right. You're just dragging it around, kind of swinging it in that
Shove
direction.
its face in the hedge.
Hedge in the. Oh, I see what you're saying. You do like that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do flip horizontal, face in the hedge. And so Rob Oaks.
I'm not anticipating that to have any mechanical advantage, but I like shoving its face in the hedge.
That is fair. And Rob, as you face down the Gorgon, what you doing?
Rob's gonna go 12-year-old schoolboy. You like that? You like your face in the hedge, loser. Mockery.
Yes, viciously mocking the Gorgon. That works somehow.
He can't handle it.
Just
Flashback.
doesn't know what to do with this particular situation. 2 points of damage, and it will be at disadvantage for the attack coming up. Rob, any bonus action?
Nope, nobody's been hurt. I
All right.
got nothing. Yeah.
Show attempted gore at disadvantage. And no.
No, that one won't work.
Won't work. That'll bring us round to Anrin. Anrin, what you up to?
Um, that is a very, very good question. I was quite fascinated by watching the bull's face being shoved into the bushes. I'm disappointed because the exit that I thought was there isn't there. And I'm going to say, Show, can you drag that and bring it with us?
Not for very long.
And Anrin, as you're like, man, I am disappointed that that exit is not where I. And you're like, wait a second. You see an exit. Right there.
Oh, right. I see the exit, so I'm going to head for it. 5, 10,
You said that before.
15, 20. I'm right this time.
You've said that before too.
And Aaron, it does indeed appear to be an exit. You can see the path leading on about 15 feet, starting to take that curve to the left that all the paths seem to do, whereas the ones in here have been straight lines, a little disconcertingly. But seems as though you found the exit.
Yay.
Yes?
I'm guessing I hear something about an exit.
I believe it was called out, yes.
Bleh. Bleh.
Oh no, those are two missing blets.
It didn't work. Run!
Run away!
Run away!
So your red arrow put us here.
You got it. So there is an exit right there. And you walked past here and you knew there wasn't an exit before. But there seems to be one now. Or maybe you knew there was one before, but it just hadn't shown up yet. I don't know how your mind works.
It was the residual magic.
Fair enough. Show, you got the bull by the horns?
I will keep doing what I'm doing.
Kickity kickity zappity zappity. Dex check on that lightning. 18 will
Won't
pass.
get no lightning
zap.
that time, but I will kick it twice.
You
for
certainly
16
may.
total.
16 total points of kicking.
And then I've been instructed to drag it with me, so I will.
Okay.
So
where
at
you
half
head?
speed, I can move 20 feet. So 20. I'll drag it right. We'll drag it up to there.
You got it.
Get over here, you asshole!
Moo. Rob Oakes, I think it is up to you now. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna walk behind it, but not so close that it can just kick. Well, I guess I have to for what I want to do. I'm gonna actually attack it with my rapier.
Okay. Rob Oakes breaking out the stabby stick. Let's see it.
Stabby stab.
I haven't used it in so long. I have to find it. Okay.
Nice.
Again,
Oh,
he
nice.
strikes with the rapier almost every time, and here another 5 points of damage. Rob Oakes, anything else?
No, I'm just gonna hope it doesn't kick me from behind.
You know what? I'm gonna flip a digital coin here. Rob, you're the one who's hoping not to get hit. How about
Yeah.
odds or evens? Which one is gonna hit you?
I'm gonna call odds.
You're gonna call odds.
Hits me.
Odds hits
me.
you. Let's see it. Rolling 1d2.
Oh no!
Oh.
And so the hooves, it does kick.
I'm gonna kick
Oh
it
yeah,
first.
for sure hurts.
26 for 16 on Rob. Oh,
Yeah.
but a
Critically
crit.
kicked it.
It takes one in the snoot from from the Sentinel effect.
I believe the crit is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage because it's D1 for you, right?
Yep.
Excellent.
Wow.
These things happen. That will be round to Anrin, and Show, you are so close to that Gorgon, you realize it's not trying to suck in its poison breath anymore. It seems to have lost it. Anrin, you found it. What are you doing?
Well, I have
Swallow
to
it
wait for
and breathe
everybody to
poison.
catch. What? What?
Swallow it and breathe poison.
What? No. No, Show. I am not swallowing this to breathe poison. It will kill me and we still won't get out of the maze.
No, it didn't kill the Gorgon when it did it.
I'm not a Gorgon.
Are you sure? Do you know?
I'm positive. So,
I'm not sure.
I'm looking down at my arms. Oh, never mind. So at this point, I don't want to actually do anything more to it. So thing is, can you just kill it? I'll
I'm
wait here.
trying. What do you think I'm doing this for fun?
I
A little
don't
help
want to
might
lose
be
the
good.
exit by coming back there and hitting it again too. Oh, all right. Okay, so I only have one of these left. And I'm saying, and you're in the way. So I am
I'm
going.
dragging a bull behind me, okay?
Fair enough. I am going to cast my last.
Careful what you ask for. It's going to get a lot closer.
Ooh, Cliff has purchased everyone a reroll. Please update your post-it notes.
Hey, thanks,
Oh,
Cliff.
thank you.
They expended a lot of resources on these bowls, so I think they're going to be quite
Bullshit.
thankful.
So I'm casting Sacred Flame on the
Sacred
bowl.
Flame on the bowl. That'll be a Dexy check, I think.
I think it is too.
A 10, not very good. Lands it, 11 points of radiant damage. Well hit.
Ooh.
Okay.
And good.
Just catch up.
Yep. So Aaron, you've kind of eased, 5-10 feet down the pathway, keeping everybody in sight, making sure, the hedges don't close up, but you're sort of on the way outwards. Yaz, what are you doing?
I'm going to offer to Anrin, or would I be able to just take the gem so that way she could do things?
Yeah, she wants to hand you the gem.
All right, I'll offer to take the gem, and if that is not an action to do that, then I will blip blip.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Whoop, whoop.
Okay.
Blip.
I'm gonna hand her the gem.
Got it. And as the gem is passed off, there's a little doo-doo-doo-doo sound, and 12 points of Eldritch Blast damage does land on the Gorgon. Yaz and Anrin are towards the exit. I'm going to assume now that that's happened, Anrin is closer to the Gorgon, Yaz is further away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yaz figured if that's her worry, if this will close if she steps away, then Yaz plans to stay away, so he'll
Sounds good.
he'll be back here.
You got it. That'll bring us to Sho, who is currently doing the little treadmill dance. Here we go again on the bull's horns. Sho, what are you up to?
I'm going to strike it with lightning first.
Certainly may.
I figure at this point I'm not even striking it. I'm just sort of channeling it through my hands into its horns.
It's just a constant taser effect at this point. Sho kicks.
So first, I would like to make. We'll have to figure out how this works. Anrin wants it closer. I'm going to throw this thing around to the other side of me.
Okay, so basically what you need to do there is have enough movement, which I know you've got something like 40 divides down to 20.
I can move 20 with it. I mean, I could do this all by movement.
Yeah.
I want to throw it.
Yeah, no, okay, so basically you're gonna whoop suplexy.
Yes.
Give me another grapple check to do this without your pivot. And the number you're gonna need to post up is a pair of 17s.
Tied it.
Say it again.
I tied it.
You tied it. So I'm going to say it goes up, but it is not the graceful suplex you were hoping for. There's a little more staggering involved, but still, you have moved a Gorgon. And they are not light.
Then I'm going to
beasties.
kick it.
And then you're going to kick it.
I'm going to fail to kick it.
Fail to kick it. Rob Oakes. He just suplexed a Gorgon. What are you doing?
I'm going to turn around, and after it got suplexed, I'm going to go, ha ha! Vicious mockery.
Let's see that wisdom. 18.
That'll do it.
It's like, yeah, pretty sure she can handle you. Rob, anything else?
I know
Ooh,
she can.
Ooh. As the Gorgon
I
comes
believe
down,
that was consent.
there is going to be a gore going towards show for all of this suplexing effort. A 22 for 20.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
And then it'll come round to Anrin. Anrin, you got a Gorgon flank in front of you. What are you doing with it?
Oh, well, easily enough, I am going to go ahead and hit it, and I'm not even going to use the flame. Just going to go ahead and go to my glaive.
Ooh, so no flame. Oh wait,
But no flame is on it. I'm just using the glaive as
just
a
using the glaive. You got it. 12 points of damage there.
And I'm going to do that again.
Do it again. You got it.
Oh, I missed.
Pair of 11s will miss. Anrin, anything else or bonus action?
Can't hit it for a bonus action. So no, I'm just going to leave it be for right now. And
Got it.
say, did you have to throw it?
You wanted it closer.
Yes. As that discussion happens, what are you doing?
I just watch for a moment and be like, huh.
Ha.
And bless.
Bless. Oh, that'll do it. And that is 26 points, so that will do it. The Gorgon goes to pieces. The exit is opened before you. Congratulations. You may exit this part of the hedge maze if you so choose.
Yaz takes a bow and gestures towards the exit, but he doesn't actually know if they want to go that way, so he keeps kind of like peeking up to see like, should we go this way? So it's like a very unsure bow.
She will take a couple of steps while dragging the Gorgon and then realize she doesn't need to and drop it.
Okay.
Why is this Gorgon dead weight? Oh, it is dead weight. Foop.
And as we gather the party back up for a moment here, and we do a little magic teleportation, the party finds themselves back at the Sundial.
Gee, was I right or was I right? I'm going to look around for Chiquito.
Yeah, where's Chiquito?
You look around for Chiquito, and you don't find Chiquito, but you do find a little note laid on the sundial saying, "I'm coming to find you guys. If you get here, come to find me," because that's how it should work when people get lost. Everybody should run around in all directions at once. Thanks, Chiquito. Bye.
This sounds like Chiquito.
He's usually so wise.
Yeah.
He is the wisest among us.
I'm not sure about that now.
There may be a little plot convenience in that particular note, but something to that effect was left behind from Chiquito, indicating that they did not think you were here, so they're going to keep looking for you while you look for them. I believe the sundial currently has two shadows, one pointing north, one pointing east. I believe the party has currently tried east, west, and northeast.
Yes.
Or sorry,
East, west, northeast, and
east. Let me point while I'm doing it. East, west, northwest.
Would it be okay if we like do like a mark?
Sure.
and we did north too, didn't we?
And north. Yep. So you've done north, east, northwest, and west.
What's the other one that we did?
North.
There we go. Sorry, it's yellow. I forgot to change the color.
And so, the sundial, with a little Chiquito note.
I'm feeling much better. He's alive.
Me too. I still want to look for him.
Yes.
Even. Well.
I'm going to very exasperatedly go over and knock over the sundial.
You knock over the sundial. There's the little well below.
My heart's not in it.
I'm going to give Sho a pat on the shoulder, and to try to make her feel better, I'm going to like throw my hands up in the air and go anarchy, and then gnaw on the sundial.
Okay.
Oh, happy. Want to go northeast?
Why? We already know. It doesn't matter what direction we choose. I think we just jump in the well.
I'm terrified to jump in the well. It's scary and dark and looks like Hadar. While as much as I love Hadar, I know he's scary and dark. So I kind of want to avoid that option for as long as possible.
I think that's a bad plan, but I'd prefer it if you didn't, but I am not the boss of you. Which way
Prefer.
then, Yaz? Pick one. I don't think it makes a difference, so whichever.
I choose northeast. Oh man.
Northeast.
Yeah. Whoops! I forgot to do the thing.
All right. So as
How do I undo this thing?
oh,
I'll fix it.
oh, you were drawing.
Yeah.
So as the party heads northeast, they continue along for approximately 10 minutes, and they arrive back at the Sundial. Dun dun dun.
Well, frick.
However, this time the Sundial has a shadow pointing to the north, a shadow pointing to the southeast, and a shadow pointing to the southwest.
That's
Ooh.
interesting.
Southeast,
Wait.
southwest.
Wait. Say
Wait.
that again. Shadow where?
Shadow pointing to the north,
Okay.
shadow pointing to the southeast, and a
Okay.
shadow pointing to the southwest.
Okay. So when we went, when we went this way, we come out this way. Where did we go for Gorgon Fun Times?
I think your last Gorgon Fun Times was to the west.
Okay, so this way equals Gorgon Fun Time. That's a Gorgon.
Do you think if we go the same way, we'll get there again?
I don't know. Just
I don't
really
want to. I don't want to try it with the Gorgons because if they keep coming like they did, it would be problematic. But
Yes.
we could try it with one of the other ones where we know we can just turn around.
Yeah. Which way was the armor people?
I believe the armor people were your northwest excursion.
Okay, so this is I'm gonna try to make a helmet. Helmet. That's
Here.
totally a helmet. That's the Roman fluff.
That's the Roman fluff. And I believe your Chull expedition was out to the east.
Oh, that would have worked better for green. Dark green. It's a flower. Oh no, wait. Trolls were the flowers or trolls were the lobsters?
Lobster crab.
Lobster
Okay,
crabs.
never mind.
Crab. Yep. Lobster crab. That's
Okay,
the thing.
gotcha.
Crabster.
Crabster. So
Lab.
And then your
Crab.
southeast were the plants.
Got you. Okay, so that's a crab.
That's a crab.
That's a crab. Yeah, that's totally a crab, and those are his crab eyes.
It is
and
totally a crab.
and where was plants?
Plants were your southeast.
Okay, that's where the flower goes. Flower. I like this spot. It's very colorful. There's so many Yaskis everywhere.
Weird how they keep showing up everywhere you are.
So
is
I guess
Yaski?
Someday I hope I figure out who Yaski is.
yeah, it's a mystery. I'm surprised he came this way. Shall
It
we
has to
try
be
the armors? What if it is Chiquito?
It must be Chiquito.
It must be Chiquito. I think so. I think armor was the one that someone said.
Yes. Where is the armor? To the north?
Armor
This
was out here. So that was your
way.
helmet. Northwest.
Ah,
Totally a helmet.
That's
so
totally a helmet.
armor, crabs, plants, gorgons.
Yeah. Angry bull.
Angry
And,
Bull.
Angry bull.
but when we went to that one direction, it gave us a whole bunch of new direction.
The bull one?
Well, no, the gnomon. Now we have 3 shadows instead of just 2.
Yes. I have shadow mark in gray.
Wait. Shadow Mark in
Yeah.
north.
So
Currently, your shadows are north, southwest, and southeast.
Oh. Why did I hear something totally different? Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Current shadows north,
Okay.
southwest, southeast.
Gotcha. Okay. Now the shadows are where they should be. I just erased it with my tail really quick and redrew it.
The Yaskis are magic.
Yes. They're absolutely magic. Yeah, I'm willing to go towards armors and then walk back.
Let's try it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. You head towards the armors. You're gonna bunch everybody up for DM convenience.
Mm-hmm.
And after roughly 10 minutes of curving paths, you find yourselves somewhere.
Oh,
Somewhere.
Somewhere. You emerge from the path into an area far larger than any open area you expected to encounter in this maze garden. The rectangular space must be 90 feet across, with its far side almost 150 feet away. It looks like a boulder-strewn pasture with a large pond to one side and a fenced vegetable garden, oversized cottage on the other. Sheep graze in the pasture, tended by a pair of cyclops, but none of them are moving. They all appear frozen in time.
Where
I
And
would
are
like
they?
give
to
me a
look
moment to get
for
the
a.
reveal finished up here. And but a boop. And boop, boop,
Whoa.
but a boop.
They're
Can I
frozen
look for a
time.
gem?
You sure can. Ooh, this is a super big spot on the map. That's not gonna
I will
fit.
assist.
Close enough. Okay. So you are all right here on the edge. You can see just a bit inside to where this whole area opens up, but you haven't really entered it yet. You're still kind of in that bending passageway. Please put yourselves into the order in which you might move forward if you would like. Um,
Seems correct.
and then, what are you doing?
Well,
Looking for a gem.
You're kind of looking at the gem from the outside. Could I see a perception check from you?
No,
I mean,
not my best work. But you know
Mm,
what? I have rerolls. I'm gonna use one. One down. That.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice. Everything's frozen in time, so it's like a tableau in there.
Tableau.
Tableau.
Tableau. Thank you. Brain didn't know how
Like
to do that one.
Tableau.
Tableau. That's how it looks phonetically.
Tableux.
So.
Nope, I'm sticking with it. Tableau.
Tableau. So this tableau in front of you, everything's holding very still. Rob, you take your time. You check every detail. You don't see a gem anywhere. The Cyclops, their clothing doesn't seem to have the type of pockets that it could be hiding in. You don't see any glints. You can't see the backs of things, so it could be hiding behind a boulder. It could be, behind one of the goats. But nowhere that you can spot. You're pretty sure you've checked everywhere.
Okay. Good to know. I got nothing, guys. I don't see any gems out of the gate, but that doesn't mean we don't have to, do some sort of proctology on a goat to get one. Not it.
Well, I'll walk into this space, see what happens.
As you step forward into the space, all of a sudden, it's like time starts again. The goats bow their heads and continue the grazing. The Cyclops seem to be in the middle of some conversation, arcing back and forth. I believe at least one person in the party speaks Giant. Am I correct?
You are
Show.
correct.
Excellent. You hear, pretty sure it's your turn. No. It is definitely your turn. It was my turn last time. Now it's your turn. Shoot for it. And they do rock, paper, scissors in front of you. And the loser kind of like, ugh, and starts walking towards you. What y'all doing?
Good day, I say in giant.
Oh, you can talk.
Yes, as can you.
I can. You'd be surprised how many people come by and don't know how to speak.
Well, do we have established that? I am called Show.
Hello, I'm called Sai. That's my buddy Klops.
Oh,
Pleasure
wow.
to meet you.
I can't hear that. Sorry.
That's a bit on the nose.
Uh,
I can't hear it either.
all right. Here's the deal. We got to play a game. We got to throw some boulders. Who wants to play?
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
I'm going to have my friends come in. Come on, we've got to play a game.
What
A
kind of game?
A throwing rocks game.
Oh,
Oh.
that sounds like fun.
Okay.
I'm skeptical.
I don't throw well, but I will try.
Are they big rocks?
They're boulders.
I question my skills.
More skeptical.
So the Cyclops kind of rolls the two boulders, and these are probably 300-400 pound rocks. He's like, all right, you get to pick. I get to throw first. Which one you want?
Hey, smaller than a gorgon. I'll just take that one and point at one of them.
Okay. He grabs the other one, so kind of palms it, gets it up, does a little spinny spin, and then whirgurks. And the boulder goes probably about 100 feet down, gives a little bounce, 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 roll. The other Cyclops goes up, gives a little marking line, and they both kind of look over to
So,
you.
is the arrangement I have to beat you for us to leave this room?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that seems unlikely.
100 feet. That's like all of this space. Almost.
I could potentially throw it.
So, can you tell us what are the rules?
You have to throw it further than I did.
Anything about what methods we can use?
I mean, it's got to fly farther than mine.
Right. Okay, what do we have at our disposal? I can't throw this 300-pound rock that far.
And as you get over there, and you're like, yeah, it's 300. What? Maybe more like 5. That's a really heavy rock.
I mean, I could throw it, but not that far.
I could polymorph somebody,
Oh,
That might be a good idea.
but you would lose intelligence for strength on just about everything I got at my disposal.
Unless. Actually, what would be the strength? I mean, I have a belt. Do I lose the belt if I became Grape Ape?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you would.
If you're polymorph, you lose everything you've got.
You
I
take
have
on the
nothing.
stats of whatever you have.
It wouldn't
And
stack.
it
You would
doesn't
get whatever's.
stack.
You
It
would
wouldn't
get whatever's
stack
the
anyway,
better.
yeah.
Which I don't know, which is actually better.
I'd like to try and at least pick the rock up. Can
Sure.
you ask him if I can pick the rock up? Try to?
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so
when Show asks, yeah, of course. You want if you
So
I
it's-
mean if you want to do a few practice tosses, I'm here all day. I just throw these things when I'm bored.
okay, so I'm gonna try with the strength athletics check. pick it up and see what a practice throw looks like.
Sure. Let's see an athletics check from you, please. That's a pretty good athletics check. And as you lob it down there, you're like, probably could do this actually. A little short, but it's within reach.
Okay, how many chances do I get to do this that aren't a practice throw?
Oh, as many as you want. Just
Oh,
gotta.
so I could do it again?
Sure.
Oh, this is fun. So I'm gonna go. How many boulders are around here?
Oh, it's just the two. So you go down, you get yours, and you roll it back and get it reset. You can lob it again if you like. Ah.
Little help here, guys?
Okay, I'm waiting for you to do your real throw. Also, you would be slightly stronger as Great Ape, but you would be more dumb. I'm not sure if you would do what you need to do. Um, so keep the
So
belt on, and I'm gonna just start singing. This is all on you, elf. Don't wanna be all by this elf. I can't come up with anything good, but I was gonna do all by
Rob,
myself.
you need to work on your elf repertoire.
I there's only so many self songs
Look,
that
look at what happened.
that aren't dirty. Well, I mean,
Well, I
you
don't
haven't
mind.
added the D8 to that.
Oh, I don't. If I added a D8, sorry, if I added a D8 to that, it
Well,
still wouldn't
don't do
be.
it
yeah.
on a practice. Don't do it on a
You
practice.
know,
Use it.
you know that if you rage, you'd have advantage.
But I'd have to be angry. Oh,
What's
I could
wrong with
hit you.
that? I
Who-
could cast vicious mockery on you.
you would do that?
Sure. To help out the team? Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it can't hurt that much. What can you mock? I'm,
It can get up to 10 points of damage. I don't. I mean, I think we'd rather do just a slap in the face 1d4.
So I'm gonna say you know how to pull your punches. So
Yeah.
if you want to maintain the rage, you can inflict 1 point of damage to keep the rage going.
Okay.
So Anrin gets upset, goes into a rage, or gets angry, goes into a rage. Can now roll athletics with advantage, and has the option to use a
D8.
D8
a D8.
if they feel the roll is good enough, and 1 point of damage for each attempt. So 27, a D8.
Yes.
All right, let's see it.
Okay, where is my D8?
You can just
Here
type.
it is.
Oh,
Ooh, nice use of
absolutely.
the roll.
Anrin, despite the smaller
35.
size, gets the spin, gets the roll, and it travels further than size. Older. Size like, I don't know what to say to that. Congratulate. And then he freezes as time snaps out. The boulder that you have rolled splits, and inside, a topaz.
Ooh.
This one was fun. And I'm going to go over and pick up the topaz.
You pick up
Well
the
done.
topaz.
Well
That
done.
was impressive.
That worked out well.
That was real good.
It was fun.
As you head back out, congratulations. You're able to return to the Sundial.
I love this place.
Da-da-da-da.
I'd like to build a summer home here.
I wanted to be in the rock and goat and cyclops garden. That was fun. But
And
only if Chiquito could be here.
finding yourself back at the Sundial, there's another note from Chiquito. You weren't here. I went out looking for you again. Don't worry, we'll find each other.
God damn it! When you get lost, just stay where you're at. Although I suppose we should do that too.
And he's like, whatever you do, don't stay where you're at. There are still 3 shadows to the north, to the southwest, and to the southeast. What's
Well, he
everybody
is the
doing?
wisest among us, so I suppose we should just do what he said.
I think we have proven that it doesn't matter one lick which path we take, so just go down one.
Okay, well, let's go down one of the shadow paths then that we haven't taken.
I think we've gone down most of them. Is that the new one? Have we done the new one?
I thought we did a new one.
Well, we didn't go down the shadowed plant path. And then we haven't actually gone down the shadowed path. I'm looking at all of the Yaskis.
So
And now we need to put a yellow check around the plant on the plant one.
so there should be a yellow check on the plant one and 2 yellow checks on the helmet one. The helmet one has now led to both the helmets and to the Cyclops pasture. The 2 paths that I don't believe you have exited yet are southwest and south, as well as jumping into the well.
Well, southwest first then. That's my vote.
Okay, sounds good. As I said, I don't think it matters which one we go, so I'm good.
Let's
Agreed.
do it.
Right. As you head southwest.
Wow, is roll 20 having a day?
Is it?
Yeah, I'm having a rough go with it. Might just be me.
I had a little rough time earlier. It's cleared up since then, though.
This is a sizable map in total, but I don't know why it would be having too much trouble. So let's get everybody down in the right area.
It's not map related. It like keeps doing stuff to me and my token.
Ooh,
Oh.
that I don't know then. And so a placid pond fills the center of this open space. A stout pagoda rises from a huge boulder that stands in the water like an island. An arched bridge crosses the water to the pagoda, whose red roof is held up by 6 sturdy pillars, capped with carved fish. A human male, wearing yellow silk robes embroidered with red and gold fish, stands in the pagoda. You hear exotic music being played on a stringed instrument.
Is he playing an instrument?
He is playing an instrument.
I don't
Oh,
know if
good.
I told you guys this, but when I was at Lower College, because I'm College of Lower,
Oh, it's not just a clever name.
I was in an alternative rock band called Stout Pagoda. We had a couple of minor hits.
Is that your
Uh,
music?
No,
I've
that's
heard
not.
I've heard you have rhymes like Abe Pagoda.
And
Yeah.
Rob, as you step inside, the gentleman playing sort of bows to you and then turns and walks across a small bridge. He steps inside the pagoda and sits down atop a boulder where it protrudes from the floor.
Well, that's a nice boulder. I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna look back and go, I'm going in, guys.
Sure.
I follow.
As you move forward, you can see that the floor of the pagoda, after you cross the little bridge, is not wood. It's actually a small rock garden of decorative stones and brushed sand. There's a charcoal
wood?
pit smoldering beside the boulder where the man is sitting.
This is some creepy, like 80s, like action adventure fantasy movie shit going on.
He's actually the cook.
Can I take a look at the man? I would like to look at the man and see some insight into what is going on.
Sure,
We
go ahead
all
and
want
give
to
me
have
an
some insight into the man.
Oh,
Lots of insight into the
Whoa.
man.
you absolutely crush it. So you take a look at this fellow and you're like, okay, this dude knows some things. He's sitting there. He's in a very meditative position. He looks like he could sit there for, 2 or 3 eternities without getting uncomfortable. Beside him, there's a little clay jug. There's a little kettle. He's got a little set of embers. He looks like He's ready for you to just come in, sit down, and have some calming tea. People must come from all about to ask him questions. There's a few silken cushions set out, and he seems to know the drill. You're going to walk up, you're going to sit down, you're going to ask questions. He knows it, you know it, you know he knows it, he knows you know he knows it. You're connected.
I don't know shit.
Show is still back by the entrance going like, no.
It looks
Rob
very
has seen-
calming. I'm not sure about this.
Rob has seen this movie and is going to walk in and sit on a silken cushion cross-legged.
I will do
Yeah.
the same.
Yaz does the same,
Sure, I'll go for it. Why not?
staring at
I'm going to sit on the boulder. That's what he did.
the man.
And as you sort of like sit on the boulder, he sort of looks to you and he just sort of smiles, and it's that sort of beatific smile, little chubby face, just a perfect little smile. He reaches down beside himself and he picks up a little clay vessel and he pours from it absolutely clear water. It looks just perfect. The kettle that he's pouring it into is an iron tea kettle, and as he pours, it sort of rises up to meet the water and floats there for a moment. The kettle's got a little bit of a scowly face to it, like the kind of nose where the kettle comes up, and then eyes kind of framing it, and then kind of a little scowly face underneath. And then the kettle sort of lowers back down. He does a little bow towards the kettle. He does a little bow towards you. And he lowers his head in meditation, quietly looking down at his fingertips.
I'm going to do a little bow, and then I'm going to say, who pissed off your kettle?
And as you ask, who pissed off your kettle, he's just sitting there, just quiet meditation on his fingertips. You can tell the kettle's getting a little warmer as it sits on the embers, now freshly filled with water. There's that like little wisp of steam that rises out of it as it starts heating up.
I lean over to Yaz and say, who pissed off your kettle was one of the songs that Stout Pagoda used to do. This is all like a deja vu thing for me. It's
This
crazy.
is crazy. It's
Yeah.
so crazy. But I am curious too. Who pissed off the kettle?
I mean, why would you make a mad kettle? Like, I mean, if it's not like sentient.
Maybe
Why
like
would you make a mad kettle? So as Yaz and
He's
Rob
got the mad kettle.
disturb the peacefulness of the setting, questioning the pagoda's kettle. Could I get a Arcana check as to maybe why would you create a scowly kettle?
Who
maybe
are you
it's
asking
like
that of?
I think Rob and Yaz can both do it, or one could
Okay.
sponsor the other. Your choice. You're working together on this.
Are you Arcana-y?
nope.
I am. Okay, I can roll it.
Maybe
Are
maybe
you Arcana?
Since you're working
Hey.
together, there is the advantage there. So
That's true.
it's good that you asked Yaz about it, because your first assumption about it being related to your band was a little off, target.
It felt so real. Oh
maybe-
man.
maybe it's like because like you know that
You met a
like
fan.
saying you know the saying where it's like I'm so mad I'll blow my top.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's like the same idea with the kettle. Like it's so mad it's going to tea time.
Oh.
Me over and pour me. Sorry, what?
And as you're looking at it and you're like, what is going? And you realize, okay, the kettle didn't actually levitate. It sort of rose up on a small pillow of earth that emitted from down in the ashes. And the little scowly face reminds you a lot of one of the elemental forces, a Tao, the Earthen Genies. But still, little wise man sits there staring at his fingertips. And The steam continues to trickle up a little bit faster now. You can feel the heat of the embers. You can start to feel the humidity building in the air.
Is this
Breathing it in.
is this like connected to like the elemental plane or something? Because there's water, there's earth, and then he's like boiling tea, so there's the fire, and then I mean we're breathing air, so there's air.
There's a
Oh,
lot. It's all
dang.
going on. And Aaron, I
That's
think
pretty
I
deep
heard you
breath.
say you're taking a nice deep breath. Could I get a nature check from you, please?
Yes.
And you like breathe it in. You're like, yes, this is okay. It's not quite elven, but I can get into it. And you feel the the humidity, the steam kind of run across the back of your tongue, and then you're like, whoa, wait a second, I recognize that particular taste. Drake's wort. That's not a good herb. That's a potentially lethal one.
I stop breathing in deeply
Bad dates.
and look up at the um, meditating spiritual man. Said, so why is it in this peaceful space you are trying to poison us?
And as you ask that question, the man just slides down, not the front of the boulder, not the side of the boulder, not the back of the boulder, just into the boulder, and you're left looking at the boulder itself. As he slips down, walls of stone rise up, enclosing all sides of the pagoda, trapping you inside with the little ember fire, the little pot, and the steam filling this room with poison. Party, what you doing?
Run away.
We're in a space that is all sorts of earth wall, right?
Stone walls have risen up on all sides.
And my guess, and I'm going to try and pick up if I've got anything that can serve as a pot holder. Dig through my pack and find a pot holder and ish material. Let me see what I've got in there.
Maybe someone should pee on the fire.
Okay.
That might not be a bad idea. And I actually fold my water skin in half and try and use it as a pot holder to try and pick up the teapot.
Sure. So it sounds like one of you is trying to get the it sounds like Amron's trying to get the teapot out of the fire. Also trying to get the fire extinguished to cut down on the amount of steam and such that is filling the pagoda. Could I have from each of the party a Constitution saving throw?
Kogo just bought us all rerolls.
Oh, and
Thank
Kogo,
you.
thank you much.
I think I'm gonna use it. I regret my choice.
So a 6 is a fail. The rest of you have passed.
Oh man,
Oh,
And-
but you've got to be resistant to poison, aren't you?
me?
I thought
Yeah.
Yaz had a 13 first.
I re-rolled because I thought I
chose
could
You
do better.
re-roll, you re-roll.
chose to re-roll. And so Yaz will take 8 unless resistant to poison, which I don't think lizard folk are. I think that's only the Yuan-Ti.
Okay.
Feel free to double check me on that one.
No, he's not resistant.
Okay, everyone else, please take 4 points of poison damage. And then extinguishing the fire is going to make that a lot easier in the future because there is now less poison in the air. But you've got a kettle with poisonous tea, you've got a fire going out, and stone walls all around you.
I'm gonna reach onto my back, heft up my maul, and whack the stone wall.
Whack the
Propane
stone wall.
Catch him.
I'm gonna whack that wall.
Yeah.
Whack it.
We're hotboxing in here, Bobby.
Could I see?
Hotboxing in the pagoda again.
Could I see from you?
What was
A
that
set
sound?
of damage because you cannot possibly miss this wall. But could I get 2 damage rolls from you, please?
I am not raging, so
Not raging,
it would
so
be just the 14
just the 14
and 14 more.
and 14 more for a total of 28. You have chipped roughly 2 inches out of the wall. You're not sure how thick this wall is, but you're not through it yet. And anyone else doing anything, this we'll call it a round.
I'm looking for gems.
Looking for gems. As you start looking for gems, you're like, all right, it's not in the fire. It's not in the stone. It's where could it
How
be?
about that pot?
The
In
man.
that kettle. You do find in the kettle a
Oh.
jade stone.
I'm going. Can I use Mage Hand to get it out?
Sure. Whoop.
Run away!
You have acquired
Run away!
a jade stone, but you still have real thick walls on all sides and poison in the air.
I don't have shatter.
I'm going to look at if I can still do anything. I'm going to look at the man and go, "Let us out, you freak!
The man has sunk into the boulder. All you see is the boulder.
Freak!" That's it.
It's the boulder. And so we'll say next round swings by. Could I have Constitution saving throws from everyone once more?
Okay, I think that one deserves a reroll.
Okay.
Yeah,
That one is better. Let's see here. We got Sho, Anran, Rob, and Yaz. That's everybody. We'll take half. Please take 5 points of poisonous damage.
everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And, yep,
Is there anything left in the teapot at this point?
nothing left in the teapot, really. It's all just the stuff that's in the air at this point. It's not getting any worse in here. But there's nowhere for really the air to go. You're in a stone big pagoda coffin.
Ah,
Rob's going to cast polymorph on Anran.
Okay.
And how big is it? Well, first, how big's the pagoda?
Big enough for most things. What do you make?
It's too big. I can't T-Rex this out of here.
You could T-Rex in here. You'd all have to be on one wall and it would have to be on the other.
Well, I was just thinking the T-Rex would be so big it would break through the thing. I'm trying
No,
to
it will. It will not burst. It
Right.
will not burst
I
out.
see that. Okay.
Mm,
I can get 2 of us out of here right now.
yes, you
I-
can.
I could get myself out of here, but I didn't mean to click that button. But that
I'm gonna
doesn't help
smack
you
the
guys.
wall again with my maul.
Sure. Go ahead and give me the 2 damage rolls for the maul.
Mm,
Oh, only 9.
A
And
9 and
16.
16 is 25, bringing us to a total of 49. Roughly 4 inches of stone sit on the floor, peeled away from a spot in the wall, but there's more wall. You don't know how much. But you have made progress.
Would it be possible for me to use prestidigitation to like air push the poison like higher into the air or like in a corner or something? Like a little gust of wind to push it out of the way.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Let me. I'm good at that. Aha!
I'm going to say no. You think of it. You think of doing the exact thing that you're like. I'm going to push the air, so you make a little breeze,
Mhm.
but it just circulates the poison.
Ah! It's not working, guys.
So, am I a dinosaur?
Not yet that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Anrin, as Rob is like, "Do you want to be a dinosaur?" And you're like, "Maybe."
Sure.
And then you don't turn into a dinosaur.
Rob doesn't. He asks and then he looks around and goes, "No, ain't gonna work." I had
Just
to do some
kidding.
math.
Aaron, what are you doing as a not dinosaur?
I'm a little disappointed. Yaz always gets to be,
Yes,
not
doesn't.
Yaz, sorry. Show always gets to be the dinosaur. So
Favoritism.
what about the ape? I can hit really hard as the ape.
Not much harder than you can hit as Anrin, honestly.
Okay, in that case, then I'm thinking. I don't suppose that you'd just open the walls and let us out and save us all a lot of time. I'm
And
directing this at the boulder.
No response from the boulder. You cast Speak with Animals, not Speak with Stones.
Oh, yeah,
hit
there
the
is
boulder
that.
with your glaive.
I don't really want to hit the boulder, but I will.
Oh,
So
sorry, I meant the stone, not the boulder. That was my mistake.
I knew what you meant. And so I'm going to go over and stand next to where Show is already hitting the wall.
Sure.
And I'm looking at, oh, this is not going to be good for anything that I use. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use the spiritual. I'm going to go ahead and cast. Oh, can I cast it? Let me see.
Double check if spiritual weapons works on inanimate objects before you cast it.
I'll double check
That's it.
that while you're looking at other stuff real quick.
Um,
Against a creature. Spiritual weapon only
creature.
hits creatures.
Oh, thank you for that, Rob.
I was about to do Thunderwave, but didn't.
Okay, then I'm going to use my most expendable weapon.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my old glaive.
Sure.
And I'm going to hit or try to.
You sure do hit, and while it's not great for the blade, it's not damaging enough. You do manage to chip off a couple of pieces of stone. Are you taking another swing?
Yep.
Oh, and with that, you crack open and you can see to the outside. With a little bit of a shove and a push, people could probably get through that chunk that you and Sho have peeled away from the wall.
I'm going to go after you to Yaz.
All right. Everybody, I'm assuming, starts to spill out of the pagoda into the open air. The steam begins to escape. You have a jade stone in your possession, and somebody I think was carrying the kettle. Are you bringing the kettle with you?
Why not? It didn't look very happy.
Why not, indeed? And as you step outside of the pagoda, you hear, "Ha ha! I'm free!" And the kettle goes whoosh up into the air.
You're welcome.
And then falls back down. Boom.
Well, not very free, I guess.
Is it alive? I'm going to go pick it up. Is it hot? Is it cool enough to touch at this
It's
point?
it's now cooled down. You pick it up, you're like, huh, just looks like a kettle.
No grumpy face.
No grumpy face anymore.
Hmm. Well, my guess is that this trap will have to be reset with another captured creature.
Could
Likely
be.
true.
Well, we've got the gem. Well, I suppose we go.
I suppose we do.
And as you head out of the pagoda, moving once more along the curving pathways, you find yourself returning to a sundial. There are still three shadows: north, southwest, southeast. What you all doing?
Knocking over the sundial.
Knocking over the.
It would be great if we had another Yazgi just sort of appear out of nowhere to make sure that we didn't go down that other path again.
I believe Yaski may be away from their paint set right now, but I think one will show up later. Uh, and so, what are we doing? Dow Kettle, not Djinn Kettle. Planet Buster, Earth Elemental this time.
Ow.
How many gems do they have so far? Exactly 0. The
0.
gems keep disappearing.
Yeah.
But they do buy them passage back to the
Okay.
Sundial.
So south, right? We haven't
Yeah,
done
I
that
think
way.
so. I think so. South or south west.
Southwest is where you just went?
Oh, okay. That was the Dow. Okay. Yep, south it is.
So, marching southward, roughly 10 minutes pass as you follow that curving hedge maze that has no mazy bits. It's just one big curving line. And you return to the sundial. This time, 4 shadows. 1 to the northwest, 1 to the northeast, 1 to the southwest, 1 to the southeast. As you approach the sundial to tear it to pieces, or topple it, or defecate on it, or some other form of destruction, you notice something before you get a chance to do so. The shadows slowly start to rotate around the face of the dial, spinning faster and faster, becoming shorter and shorter, until they shrink to the gnomon and the shadow and show no shadow at all.
Great.
Yes, we have to start over.
I'm gonna scan the horizon. Anything different?
Looks normal and weird. Weird.
I mean, it's the same weird it's been.
Yeah, the same weird. Ducks flying upside down, the normal stuff.
So we have no shadows. We have gone through everything. And as I suspected, we probably have to go down the well.
Don't know.
I mean, we can go and see if we go through one that we've already been through and come back again, what happened.
You did the experiment that to go to the same one. You went to the armor one, and it showed you to the goat herders, to the Cyclops.
It did. And we had to do another contest and get another gem. I don't know. And I actually throw myself in the grass in the middle of this and put my backpack behind my head and close my eyes.
I say we pick a path and go down it. If nobody responds, I march down a path.
Wait!
For what?
So that we don't get split up.
Okay, one more path.
Sure.
Which path did you pick, Joe?
Let's see. I'll roll a d8. If I can find one. Directly south.
Directly south. You head directly south, the path curving along, for, your pleasant 10-minute walk. You find yourself back in the room where the armor stands on either side. You kind of have a trick of this place, so you are able to detect the gem fairly quickly and find yourselves later on back at the sundial.
All right, folks. I can jump down here, and if things go badly, I'll dimension door myself up here.
Oh, we can try that. I hope that works.
Well, we keep going nowhere. We're gonna end up starving to death or something.
So I'm,
I agree.
yes, going to
We
reach
need to
over.
try something.
Well, don't really have.
I don't
Oops,
think
sorry.
we have a safety contingency here other than if I can go 200 feet up and somebody catch me.
Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and I have one of these spell slots left. So before you go in there, I'm casting Sanctuary on you.
I don't know what would that do.
It means that wherever you
Nobody can attack
land,
me.
nobody can hurt you.
Okay.
Unless they can make a wisdom saving throw.
Right.
And
Okay.
so, is Rob Oaks jumping into the blorp?
Yep.
Blorp. Rob Oaks goes blorp. Yaz, Anrin, and Sho. What are you up to? Rob, I don't think you have any way to communicate back with the party. Do you have something that I'm not thinking of?
I have message.
Yes, he does.
Message? What is you have to point in the direction that the people are?
Correct.
Hmm.
120 feet.
Trip, though, you could just keep pointing.
Yeah.
It can travel through openings.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think this one through for a second. I will say after a while, you will get a message from Rob Oaks. Rob, what happened was you fell about 5 feet. You landed next to a sundial. This particular
God.
sundial has even more shadows. And it took a little while of you pointing around to find them. You're sort of pointing down southeast in a direction that doesn't make any sense, but you're able to get your message through.
Oh, I'm just saying. Fuck me, another sundial.
Rob, the sundial that you see has a shadow pointing north, northeast, east, southeast, south, southwest, west, northwest. One shadow pointing in every path.
Yeah.
And the one we're at currently has no shadows,
Has
correct?
no shadows.
All right. So I can, we can do the whole like you can respond to this message once whoever I get,
Yeah.
And we'll just keep going and pass that along. Like I've got all of the shadows, you guys have none of the shadows. I don't know if that. I mean, like I'm not strong enough to lift off the gnome in here and jump through again.
I'll jump in.
But that doesn't mean you're gonna. I don't know if I was talking to show. You may end up at it. Like,
So, Rob, as you
Why we all
start to get
jump
that
in.
one off, you see Sho appear, and then shortly after,
Okay.
Anrin and Yaz,
I
and
was
you
a little
all.
worried we'd all end up in different gnomons. Okay, cool.
You are now all standing around a sundial that has a shadow pointed in each of the 8 directions.
Maybe that just means any direction we take now will take us to the castle.
Or none of them.
Well, I really don't want to try all 8 again, but we should at least try one.
I agree.
And Planet Buster out there for the audience, the sundials are identical. The only difference as the party arrives is the number of shadows. They have gone through a sundial that had one pointing north, one that had north and east, one that had north, southwest, southeast, one that had 4 that then spun and disappeared, and now they are facing a sundial that has a shadow pointing in each direction. And party, what are we thinking? Aside then from that, we hate the sundial.
I'm
Well,
back.
Yep.
What are we
I
thinking?
rolled a d8, so I would go southeast.
We're following
Unless
Sho
somebody has another idea.
Sure.
in the alternate universe, third potentially alternate universe sundial, another sundial.
The party heads southwest. They encounter the goat fields once more. A boulder is tossed, a topaz is won, and the party returns to the sundial with 8 shadows.
So was a did we get a topaz for the boulder one also, or no?
Correct. This
Okay.
same exact situation, and it is Sai and Klops behave the exact same way as if they had not seen you before. Everything seems to just reset.
Hmm. Have the shadows moved at all, or no?
You have a shadow.
Now we have shadows everywhere.
Yep, shadow pointing in every direction.
Oh snap!
And there are no Yazkis anywhere.
No
No more
Yaz.
Yazkis? Oh no!
We could try jumping in again. We jumped in one with no shadows. We jump in one with all of them and see if it's any different.
Okay.
I mean, we've tried everything I can think of.
You
So
ju-
yeah,
you
My
jump
mental
in,
energies are spent.
and as you jump in, blorp, 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 all four of you find yourselves falling about 5 feet. Unfortunately, this time, not onto soft grass, but cold water. Chulls in the pool attack. The party fends them off, fetching the gem that hovers above the pool water and returning to the sundial with 8 shadows.
Well, your starving to death plan seems to be coming to fruition.
wait. We fell into the water.
Yep, you basically repeated the Chul challenge.
But we fell into the water because we appeared where the gem was?
Yes, you appeared in the middle of in the Chul room.
Well,
But
that's different because we walked in last time.
so what if we swallow the gem?
You swallow the gem.
Okay, well that didn't work.
Doesn't go down easy. You feel a little full until you start to head back towards the sundial room, and then the indigestion passes, and you hear a little "job's done" coming from your belly.
It's a little muffled.
It's a little muffled.
Done.
Job's done.
Well, thank God I didn't have to eliminate that stone in a normal way.
Yeah, you eat enough cheese, it's about the same thing.
I've heard that cheese and magical gems equivalency.
Well, this
I'll make an Arcana check if you want. I mean,
I'll help.
is another fine mess.
Sure, go ahead and give me an Arcana.
I was actually joking, but
Oh
okay.
yeah, you can give me an Arcana.
I mean, I was about cheese and poop. I was.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I always thought you were going for an Arcana about the maze, about the cheese and poop. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm super confused about cheese and poop.
yeah, you're almost certain that they're the same thing.
Yep.
That just doesn't even bear thinking about.
Well, Rob's gonna give it a lot of thought.
Now I'm really worried. Did we lose Chiquito by doing all of this? Is he lost forever?
Hasn't turned up yet.
Show. Did we throw off the Gnomon? The second Gnomon?
I haven't yet. I'll be happy to if you want.
Please do.
Okay.
Hmm.
The sundial sits there.
Okay.
Will it come off?
Yep.
I'm gonna suggest we all take maybe a short rest, and Rob will sing a song of rest for the 2 of us who are injured,
Okay.
or 3 of us who are injured.
You can sit
Or
down.
we're all injured. Never
Everybody's a little beat up, but you can
Yeah.
take a short rest. You've got some time on your hands, and you've taken a little bit more damage from doing the tests again. But now that you've got kind of a handle on them, they're a little less dangerous.
If you take a hit die, you get I think I'm am I 9th? I am 9th. You
Yes.
get a D10 added to it. So if you wanted to use a hit die for rest, I'm gonna.
Sure.
Thanks.
So that means I get a 1d8 and a 1d10 for me. Well, sweet. No, that's 6 hit points for me. Awesome.
Perfect.
Whoa!
Well,
And show's doing all right.
I restored all of mine.
I feel better already.
Oh, good. All right. Do we want to go down this one then too, or do we want to keep traveling directionally towards things we've already done, or do we want to keep going lower until we get the right sundial? And I am gonna leave a message here on the sundial for Chiquito. And I'm gonna put in a whole bunch of like, little in jokes Chiquito and I have so that he'll kind of know that I meant we go down, but it's not gonna say that explicitly, just like, remember when we did that thing, and then he'll be able to figure out.
Sounds good.
Oh,
Sounds good.
If that's what we're gonna do, if we're gonna go down one more.
yes.
If we're not, then I will say what direction we go in instead. All right, so I'll leave that message for Chiquito, and then maybe we drop down again. Do you want Rob to go first? Because I can dimension door in case this is a bottomless pit.
Sure.
Okay. Rob will drop again.
And with a blorp, you find yourself sitting atop the Tao's pagoda.
Why ain't this a motherfucker?
Sort of lean down. You see the little fella just like wave to you, bow politely, take a seat, and wait for you to come in and enjoy the tea.
I'm gonna just lean over the side and go, any chance you want to give us a clue on how to get out of here?
Your attempts to interrogate him generate no response.
I gotcha. I'm gonna stay on the roof, and I'm gonna do the message and point thing until I get somebody.
Yep.
And go, I landed on the pagoda. Should I zap myself back up there? Or should we all come down to this level?
I think we all come down
Let's
to
all
this
go to
level.
the same place.
I mean, I can come back up. Maybe. It's actually a really good question.
I'm thinking we've gone down multiple levels, right? So
Well, this is the second drop. That's it. We're on the third. We're on 2 below what we thought was ground level.
And then, can I borrow your flaming glaive for a moment?
sure, do you want me to light it up?
Or I can. I heard the word.
What is it?
I don't remember as a player, but Show made a note of it.
Show with note of it. That's
It was
right.
it was like Fire Seed and Primordial or something.
It was Fire Seed and Primordial.
Can we, if I remember, can we see the tower above the hedges?
Yes, you can see the tower, but it's never really in the same spot, so you can't use it quite as a landmark.
I'm gonna ignite the thing.
Whoosh.
And I'm gonna start burrowing toward it. Going straight through the hedges.
Going straight through the hedges. Okay.
I don't know if it'll work, but I'm trying it.
I got it. The word burrowing is what confused me. I was like, yo, what? Okay. Driving through the hedges with your thing. There's a little blorp noise, and Show, you find yourself at the foot of a tower. In front of you, there's a little symbol on the ground.
Bitch.
It looks like it could be a teleportation circle of some sort. Rob, you are sitting on top of a Tao's pagoda.
Yep.
Yaz and Anrin, you saw Show go blorp.
She took my glaive, and I'm going right after her in the direction she went. Glorp.
Okay. Blorp. Yaz, what are you doing?
Yaz feels alone and mildly scared.
Okay.
Did Rob Oakes use message to Yaz?
I would say Yaz would be my first choice, but I was actually just pointing till I hit somebody, so it would be random because I don't know where you guys are.
Okay.
That is fair.
So you can continue pointing your finger around till you find Yaz to get a message back and forth.
once that happens, Yaz is going to be like, Sho and Anrin went blorp into bushes, and I don't know where they went.
Yeah, that seems to track for the way this is all going. You know, you and I together are like one Anrin or one show. Maybe you and I ought to stick together.
That sounds fair. Please come back. It is so quiet with no one here.
Alright, I will Dimension Door up if I can.
Please bring up the spell for Dimension Door.
Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. I don't know that it'll work.
I am actively reading to see if this will work. Teleport from your current location to any other spot within range. You can arrive exactly the spot desired.
I got
When you
500 feet.
visualize 200 feet, which we've already determined you're within.
500 feet.
Oh, within
The range
500
is
feet.
500.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no,
500.
example in the
The
spell is
200 is just an example.
Yeah, but no, sorry, but your whisper has already identified you are not that far away physically.
Right.
So that matches. Give me one moment to just check and make sure the maze doesn't absolutely prevent that. That will work. You will pop up next to Yaz.
Perfect.
He lets out a sigh of relief.
Oh.
A whoop.
And then he's immediately going to grab him on the shoulder, and he's going to be like, they went this way, and push him through the bushes.
All right, we go.
And Alex, they were at the All 8 Shadows Sundial. And Sho has solved the riddle, possibly unintentionally.
Not on purpose.
I'm not even sure if the player knew that was happening. But the riddle has been solved. Congratulations.
No, I was trying to burn the fucker down.
She brute forced it, which is very on brand.
There is a brute force method, and it did work. So the party has found themselves at the foot of Zonthal's tower.
I'm gonna burn that fucker down too.
God. I'm gonna kill that guy if he's not already dead, and he's already dead.
There is the body of a red wizard at the foot of the tower.
Thank you, Alex.
However,
shocking. He's dead.
That is not Iskander.
Oh.
That is the one that Iskander threw over the ledge some time ago. It seems that the cult wasn't real worried about cleaning up the outside. Let's.
Especially since it's been 8+ hours.
It has been a little while.
because we took a long rest.
We don't know that it's been 8 hours. Time could be fucking weird.
That's true. This guy's a little stinky.
Time is a little weird, but it has been at least 8 hours, a little closer to 10, because there was a short rest in there as well, and all of your adventuring. So let's do our 5-minute break, grab drinks, etc., while I move things around on the map and prepare to come in. Chiquito has not yet found the party, but instructions have been left behind, as well as numerous Yazgi illustrations, to help out with Chiquito catching up. But should we peek behind the curtains? Would you like to know the secret of the sundial?
Yes.
Yes.
Only if we get to fucking destroy it.
The secret of the sundial is not consistent. For the first one, you must go where the shadow points. For the second one, and some of the following ones, you must bisect the shadows. So it was north, northwest, and then south, and then jump in the pit like you figured out, and then run into the hedge because there was no way to bisect the shadow down a path, so you had to run into the hedges.
They couldn't put any fucking clues that any of that had any bearing of any fucking kind.
Nope. It is just like the actual text of this maze says it's not fair and they probably won't get it. It's like in the text here that Zonthal did not want people to solve this maze.
It should say this
That's
is not
mean.
fun and your players won't like it.
I enjoyed a couple of them. Just a couple of.
but that is
I
The
enjoy
rooms were
I
fine.
I
The
enjoy
rooms were
I
interesting.
enjoy the dungeon crawl part of it. Like I like that we were
Mm.
walking through and fighting and having to be.
Sundial is infuriating.
the sundial. The sundial, unless you like instinctively get it, there's not a lot.
If there was any sort of clue
Yeah, there's
about
like no
bisecting, there
clue.
was nothing.
Yeah, and
There's
it's
never
not.
anything that suggested that.
Yeah, and it's not consistently bisecting because the first one is
Oh, that's great.
one shadow going one way, so the pattern is broken by the first thing it gives you. So
Puzzles in games are only fun if there's some kind of clue about how to fucking solve it.
yes.
You're exactly right.
So I will
That-
I will say I enjoyed the crawly part, and that's why when we got to the part where you weren't getting it, was just kind of skipping fast.
Yep.
But there is one other trap / trigger that I was actually waiting to see if anyone did, which is the I give up, I just want to go home, which will just boot you out. So if you do just want to go home, it sends you home.
Well,
Wow.
there sure wasn't a clue for that either. I thought we were gonna die in there
So
of starvation.
of-
I wasn't going to leave unless we had Chiquito, so forget that.
but Chiquito will be catching up. So let's see here. Planet Buster, the hedge has to be smashed after you've been through and built up to the 8 shadow sundial. So it is not one that you can skip unless you happen to guess the proper sequence. If you do go the proper sequence, you don't have to face any of the challenges, but you got to be awful lucky. However, we're gonna start.
You
doing
don't
some
have to
other
face
stuff.
any of the challenges, but the challenges are the only remotely
Paul?
fun part.
Yeah.
Paul is eating resin. Stop,
Yeah.
Paul.
Paul,
Stop.
stop eating the resin.
I'm not
Well,
eating
that-
resin.
It had nothing to live for anymore.
I have Dorito. It's not resin.
I'm playing with
Oh.
resin, but
Oh, that's a whole different story. I have to go play with dirty dishes. I'll be right back.
Oh, we're on break, right?
Yep. Yeah, you got 3, 4, 5 minutes left to do
Okay,
your
I'll be-
things. I'm not
I'll be right
turning on the break symbol, but
Okay, I'll be back.
it's weird.
I'm gonna try to get my head into a better place.
I am printing something downstairs, so I was checking on it. But
Yeah, I've every time I played through this maze set, it's been basically trial and error till you find the right combination. Except one group who just hit it. They made one mistake the whole way through, and
by
I don't.
luck or by actually sorting out the solution?
I think they just got it. Like I think the first thing that occurred to them was the right thing, and they just never looked back because they basically did the north, they did the northeast, they got that right, they did the south, and basically they had figured out the whole bisecting thing. It took them an extra attempt on the going into the sundial, like they didn't get that it was go into the sundial the first time, but then when the 8 shadows came up, they ran right into the hedge. And I was like, wow, okay. And so, but given the size of the map, they obviously expected people to fail that one, or not get it,
Right,
5 to 6
right.
times.
It was meant to be a dungeon crawl that you couldn't sort your way out of.
You got it.
Yeah.
But now we're into a puzzle I actually kind of like, which is Zonthal's Tower itself. So as we settle back in, whoop, you know what? I'm gonna slide. No, I do have a drink. Should drink. Pick back up. A minute or two. And Yaz, I can't see when you're back, so holler when you're ready.
Oh, what did he say about where we should meet him?
Sure. So that is so Iskander, while he was standing
Yes.
atop the tower, waving at you. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
where'd that go? That was in the maze that speech was. So standing on the balcony, yelling down to you all, Iskander called out, "Heroes, they saw you in the village. I've taken the mask, but they'll realize it's missing within minutes. Look for me beneath the tower. It's the only place I have a chance to hide. This is the key that will let you teleport into the dungeon." He's holding some sort of white, glimmering hourglass. "I will leave it behind after I use it, but others may find it before you do." Then a little fight broke out, and somebody got thrown over the tower ledge. Um, but those were the instructions. Below the tower, this white hourglass doohickey is what you're after. And he was waving
Okay.
something blue and glittery that was probably a dragon mask as well. At the foot of the tower, when you get up to it, there's a little teleportation looking circle. There is no door to the tower, so it's basically step inside the circle to come inside. There's a dead body laying in the grass over there a little ways. And that's where we'll be picking back up once we hear a little voice from Yaz saying, "Yaz is settled."
We can't tell if Yaz is muted.
I don't think so. Hello, Badger. You want to come here? Be a famous kitty? Do you want to get famous? Badger!
Hello, Badger. I would
Yes.
introduce Badger and Shiva, but Shiva decided to take off.
We'll probably get about 2 minutes of petting the cat, then I will get chewed on, and it will be
Mm-hmm.
time for him to go pounce.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, they do not grow out of that.
Though it sort of depends on what his brother is doing upstairs.
Hmm.
Dun, dun, dun. Let's see here. You guys had your short rest, so hit points should have been recovered. You did not get another long rest yet, so we're going to be a little bit down on spell points, spell slots, etc. Um, Barbarians, do you get your rages back on a short rest?
No, you need a long rest.
Long rest for that. Okay. So, resource conservation mode may be engaged.
But I'm going to go ahead and harness divine power
Mhm.
while I can in relative peace. So I'm going to go ahead and channel divinity to do that. And I'll get back a spell slot.
But that's the new thing that you can do with Tasha's stuff, right? That's that Tasha's introduced that, get a spell slot back? Or is that a
That's a cleric thing.
Yeah, it's
For
Tasha's.
the is
It's
divinity a Tasha
from
school?
Channel Divinity has always been there. Using Channel Divinity to get back a spell slot was introduced in Tasha's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, correct.
It's totally fine to use. I'm just, as the new books come out, I need to update my mental inventory.
I have never played a cleric before, so this is interesting.
I like clerics. So I'm constantly regretting my decision not to be a wizard in the community campaign. It's everything I wanted to. I want to be a wizard. Man, if I were a wizard, I'd run this town. So I think Yaz may have been distracted, as they mentioned they may be from time to time during this session. So we'll start to ease in with Yaz being caught in conversation with their patron, or at least with their Warhammer head shark. So we'll pop through and see what's going on. The party steps on that little teleportation circle and finds themselves what appears to be inside the tower. They're enclosed in a stone circular room. The walls of the chamber bear exotic geometric designs representing feathers, eagles, and snakes, all rendered in a style you've never seen before. To one side of the room, a human female is sprawled face down in a pool of blood. She is dressed like a high-ranking member of the Cult of the Dragon. A lot of purple. Behind you, on the wall, is a metal plate. That metal plate has several symbols on it. One is a chair. One is two chairs. One looks like an upside-down L. The other one looks like a rectangle. One looks a little like a flame. One looks a little like a star. One looks like a square. One looks like an hourglass. And another one looks like a right triangle.
And these symbols are where?
And these symbols are on a metal plate behind the little circular teleportation area that you landed on. A quick review, you'd say probably touching one of those does something, and since you're standing on a circle that just teleported you, probably teleports you somewhere.
Oh. I'm going to reach out and touch the hourglass.
Reach out and touch the hourglass, and you hear wonk wonk.
Oh.
Ah.
Well, that's really direct.
Well, it couldn't be any worse than the sundials.
What I've learned is whenever I say it can't get worse, it usually does. So I try not to say it, which hasn't stopped me from saying it, but it's just a thing I've noticed. Uh, is it okay if I step off the circle?
Well, I think so. I mean, they're meant to
Yeah,
bring us in and out, right?
it's true. Yaz is going to extend his foot and touch his big claw toe out the outside as if he's testing the pool for cool water.
It seems solid. The stone floor seems reasonably well made, reasonably smooth.
Okay. And then he's gonna slide on out. And then he's going to
Slide on.
scamper on over to the dead cultist to see if he recognizes the face.
Sure, you scamper on over to the dead cultist. You look her over. She doesn't seem to be anyone that you immediately recognize, but go ahead and give me a quick history check.
Okay, like I'm trying to see if it's like the white dragon cultist, and because that's the only like female one I distinctly remember. I think there was another one too, but I can't remember. History. Nice.
Now you can't place it. You're looking him over. You're like, could be anybody.
Next, I'm going to see if they might have the. Probably not, but it just makes me feel better to check. Do they have the mask on them?
Give me a quick investigation check.
I'm good at those. Investigation. Oh, okay.
You are good at those. No mask on them. You do find, however, they are equipped for the arcane arts. Spell pouches full of different ingredients and components, as well as a fairly weighty spell book on a holster on one leg. Turning them over reveals a hole in their back that was not where nature intended a hole to be, probably the reason that they're dead and covered in blood.
Gotcha. I'm going to yoink the pouch and the book,
Sure.
and I'm going to scuttle on back over. And the only other magic user who would use such a thing I can think of right now is Rob. So I'm going to give him those things and be like, "Look what I found. I don't know her, but she's dead and she had cool things."
You are presented with a set of component pouches and a spell book.
There's nothing creepy about anything that just happened, and I am comfortable with all of this. Thank you.
You have put up much with me, and I very much appreciate that. And Yaz is going to pat him on the shoulder and just be pleased with the progress he has made.
You're doing great. I don't think you needed progress at all. You were perfect the way you were and are. And
He glows.
just I'm gonna flip through this spell book. College lore, anything?
Sure, give me a quick Arcana check.
Can I help out because I'm curious and helped find it?
Sure, absolutely. Arcana with advantage. Pretty good. So you start flipping through the books, and while you're not like super versed in it, you can kind of tell by just number of pages that a particular section comes up. This looks to be a lower level wizards style thing. You would be surprised if anything in here was beyond like a second level. It just doesn't have, the thickness of pages for that sort of
Gotcha.
thing. So you're like, probably like magic missile, maybe shield, could be identify, probably detect magic. Yeah, this is just like,
I have a lot of those spells.
yeah. This is
So-
like starter. This is like your starter
Yeah.
set spell book.
All right. So I would guess that this person wasn't super high up in the cult, although the dress indicated otherwise.
Dress indicated higher rank.
Okay.
Spellbook indicated maybe not fantastic skill.
Okay, so maybe influential, but not maybe able to cash checks she was writing. All right.
Or multi-class, could go either way.
Oh yeah, that too.
Hmm.
Well, who knows what got her high up in the cult, given the garb she had on, but it wasn't probably magic. I'm gonna step out too. I want to these shelves. I'm sorry, I might have missed it while I was messing
sure.
around with resin.
So the walls are all pretty indesigned.
Yeah.
You got the dead lady in the center, and then room for a meeting table, welcoming
Yeah.
guests, that sort of stuff. And then the back wall filled with all sorts of oddities. And as you go over and start to take a look, you're like, I don't know that I recognize any of this. Could I have a history check, please?
I'm gonna make note of the fact that this looks like maybe like a showroom. Like this is the conference where they do the hard sell. Like I'm gonna have to get my manager, but I think we can make a deal. Just why is there a conference room? All right. What'd you say, Arcana?
Arcana.
Or no,
Oh, no, sorry, history.
You-
Excuse me. You're
I
like,
can live with it.
I mean, you can tell that this is definitely a collection of, uh, uh, uh not just antiques, but antiquities. It gets the extra syllable.
Oh,
These are things from a chunk of history that you don't even know much about.
but probably of some value to someone.
Uh, Definitely of some value to someone.
Right. Find the right buyer. You got something here. Okay. I'm gonna acknowledge everybody on that, and then has anybody seen a way up, down, otherwise in here?
I think we were standing on it.
Now
Now we have to find things.
There's two balconies up there. You can kind of see the ledge and the railing there. They're about 8 foot up, so I mean, Sho could jump up there.
Just jump it, yeah.
But then the rest of us would be. She'd have to pull us up. Do you want my belt?
don't think I need it. I'll jump up there and take a look.
Sure. You pop up there, and could I get an investigation check from you?
Sure.
You take a little look around. This is sort of like a standing room. Probably the unimportant people would be up here observing, taking notes, scribing for the important people that are down having the meeting. You look around the banister, and there is a little symbol carved into a small metal plate on the banister of a chair.
I'll relay that to the group.
Which chair?
Is it drawn in the same style? Does it match the one on the plate?
It does. It matches the one on the teleportation control plate.
So I'll relay that to the group.
Have we found a small, tiny chair?
Only on the emblem plate on the teleportation circle's control panel.
And we've looked everywhere?
So one on the control panel, one on each railing's balcony, or one on each balcony's railing. Ugh.
So, I mean, in the room, have we looked everywhere at this point, or just?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've searched through the room. There's a bunch of antiquities. These are of you wouldn't know it, but it is of Mastican nature, which is a very old and esoteric field of study that Zonthal happened to appreciate. But you're basically like, never seen this before, and that's saying something when you come from the Elven nations.
True.
And I just threw into the chat there. There are the symbols that you see: a chair, two chairs, upside down L, rectangle, flame, star, square, hourglass, which went wonk wonk, and a right triangle.
I suspect that we can't open we can't use the hourglass one until we find the hourglass key, but we could try one of the other ones and step on the circle and see if it takes us somewhere.
Maybe if we take a chair.
Isn't there another dead body we should search?
Just the one. There was one outside that had to go on splat. They looked to just be a low-level cultist. Nothing fancy on them. Inside, woman stabbed in the back.
Okay. I appreciate not having to dig through another dead body. Well, I'm gonna. Rob, are you on the platform?
I'm not. I can be. I can come over.
Okay, well, let's just try touching the one with the two chairs.
Sure. Everyone reaches out carefully and touches the teleportation circle with the two chairs. There's a little whoop, and you all find yourselves standing up on the balcony.
Okay, so then somebody touched the one chair?
And as someone reaches out, there's a little whoop, and you find yourself back on the teleportation circle.
Oh.
Can I poke the one chair again?
There's a little wonk wonk.
Okay.
Upside down L?
There's a little whoop, and you're somewhere else.
It's interesting that we are doing any movement just by dumb luck.
Whoop, whoop.
We're just touching everything.
You
I
are
think that's how
in,
this part of the module is designed.
Yeah.
You are in a tiny little room. It's a circular room. It's maybe 10 feet across. There's a door on the south side.
I've never felt closer to all of you.
There is the metal plate on the wall to the north with the symbols on it.
How about we just use the regular ass door?
The regular house door it looks to be made of steel or some sort of metal. It's
Is it
unpolished.
locked?
There's a little latch on it. It doesn't look like it's locked. You just lift it up and it looks like it would probably swing out away from you.
How do you guys feel about us just doing a regular door?
At this point,
Go for
yes.
it.
All right. I'm gonna open the door.
You open the door.
This is probably a bad idea, but I'm like, whatever.
At least you're asking us. I never
No.
asked anybody.
As the door opens, you hear, "Huh?"
Oh, hi. We were in here for inspections. You guys have a nasty roach problem. Yaz is really good at over here. He's just super good at exterminations, and we were called in here by
They're also a good source of protein. Fun fact.
This is true. Yeah. If you're really in a pinch, or sometimes you enjoy the flavor. And I'm just gonna keep talking as we walk forward. And if this guy looks hostile at all, I'm just gonna bop him.
Okay. He looks extremely suspicious. Probably hostile. But if you want to try and keep this going with fast talk, I would need a persuasion. If you just want to go to the bopping part, then I would need an attack roll.
I'm gonna go with persuasion and hope that somebody picks up on the fact that I'm distracting him while they beat the shit out of him.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Yaz is going to help out by like getting low and like sniffing at the floor and like getting to the corners and trying to
I'll
find
do the
like
shit beating part.
Sounds
All right, what do I
good.
need to do?
I'm
Persuasion?
noticing we have 3 more doors.
Let's start with the persuasion with advantage. That's a solid persuasion attempt, so this will be a surprise attack from Show. Show, don't bork it, and you might be able to take this out quietly. Show
Nice.
does not bork it. Show me more than 9. Exactly 9, which is acceptable. That gets to 0 on the nose. The fellow falls.
Boring conversation anyway. We're about to have company. All right.
There are 3 doors that you can see leading away from this room. One to the east and one to the north and south of the western hallway. All the walls.
This guy up.
Sorry?
I'm gonna pick this guy up and take him in, press the 2 doors button, and deposit him on a balcony and come back.
Nice.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
good call.
Really good.
Good move.
You are the smart one.
Well done. You bloop back
That's
up.
11 on my character sheet would beg to differ.
I mean, that's above average.
You bloop back up. Now, what you discover is to the south and at the end of the western hallway, there is a bit of the circular stone wall. That looks like it's probably the outside wall of the tower. The internal walls, however, are all made of an unpolished steel. So a metal surface, the inner ring, and then the walls and the doors all made of metal. What are you doing from here?
Opening another door.
Okay, which one?
I was good at that hitting part, so line that up for me, and I will help.
You got more roach problems.
Okay, yes, we can use that story. It worked well. Which door? Let's open this door right here.
Okay. As you open that southern door, another individual inside. They are sitting on a bedroll and just sort of like sit up and look over at you like, huh? Same plan, roach problem. So could I see the persuasion check for that as you try and get in and get close enough for a bonking attack?
With help, sniff, sniff.
With help, sniff, sniff.
Who's doing the persuading this time?
Who I don't know.
Oh,
You open the door. Is somebody else there?
Well, hopefully Rob would have come over because I thought we had a plan.
Rob, were you paying attention?
Yeah.
I could help with deception. If you
Yeah.
want me to do that.
I have no deception skill
I do.
whatsoever. This
can
is
help.
Anrin we're talking.
Like, if you want to change it up, I could do that.
Maybe Enrin shouldn't be the one opening doors then.
No. Yeah.
That's probably true.
So Andrew like opens the door, looks at the guy. The guy's like, huh?
Oh,
And
hi.
looks over at Rob and is like, okay. And Rob, could I see that persuasion? I'm gonna say between Anrin and Yaz, you're gonna level out to a normal roll because it seems like there wasn't
Persuasion or deception did you want?
persuasion here. Oh, you're fine. He's like roaches, and just
No, they're really, really bad in magical towers. They grow huge.
"Ooh." And he's just like tired and
Wow.
not sure what's going on. Is there then a bonk attack following this one up?
Anrin, that'd be on you, I think, at this point.
I would disdain to give him a bonk attack. I would just let the Gaz go ahead and sniff the room.
Okay.
Sniff, sniff, sniff.
Then I'll walk in there and hit him.
Okay. So,
That's gratuitous murder show.
It's the cultists.
Unconsciousness.
and
If
another.
you don't do that, he's going to yell, and then we have to fight them all. So fucking kill them.
Okay.
Or at least maybe teleport, I guess. Okay.
Murder bonks happen.
And then I'll go deposit him on the balcony.
And he is deposited on the balcony. Stacking them up like Lincoln logs. Cordwood. Is this plan going to be repeating?
I think so.
It's working.
Probably. It
Okay.
seems to be going well.
I'm not opening any more doors, though.
What is the next door we're after then?
1 second. I'll be right back.
Why not this one?
Why not that one?
I open it,
Oh,
sniffing at the ground.
That one opens, and the plan executes in the same fashion. One more cultist joins the balcony.
Joe, I'm sorry.
Do you want me to roll deception on this one since Rob?
No,
is
it's
away?
okay. That one's a same second verse, same as the first. So
Okay.
you've determined a way that works for that half of the hallway.
We are
Okay.
in absolutely hostile territory. There is no time for pulling punches here.
You're right. He just looks so tired.
We'll help him sleep then.
Give him peace. Help him find the peace. And
Rob's sort of the mind of like, these guys were going to kill my daughter, so I am not feeling charitable.
That seems reasonable. Are we heading to the eastern side of the tower?
Also, these guys' ultimate goal is to bring back an evil goddess who wants to kill every mortal.
Also true.
That is a fair
Also true.
assessment.
I will go to the door.
You go to the door.
And while the elves might feel differently, they're counted as mortals to the evil goddess.
It's fair.
It's not that. It's just,
As this particular door is open, and the scam is attempted to be repeated, there's something a little different about this fellow. A fanatical fire burning in his eyes. There's no question, there's no hesitation, there is no, is this an enemy? There is only killy stab.
But we were ordered here by Tiamat.
And killy stab tries to killy stab.
I throw the Tiamat signal in hopes that it works. Be like, dude, roaches.
As you throw up the horns, he throws up the horns in return, reaches out and tries to touch Yaz. Yaz,
Oh no.
There's a spell coming at you.
I don't like
It's
this
an
one.
inflict wounds.
Oh god, I've used those before. They're nasty.
Yeah, this is not good.
Yaz, does a 17 hit?
I don't think so actually. No, it doesn't.
Yaz
18.
pulls back the horns just in time.
And I'm gonna crack him.
And let's see a crack attempt.
Crack attack.
That will hit. That won't take him down yet.
Is this considered an attack where I get 2?
Yeah, go ahead and give me the second one.
What? Oh,
16 will hit. Another 15 will bring that up to 23. Still standing. Is anyone else doing anything right now?
I had
Aaron?
to reload roll 20.
Oh,
I'm running then over.
So is he then right in the doorway now if we've moved around?
yeah.
If he did inflict wounds? Okay.
Yeah. You're all kind of in, Yaz came in to do the spiel. Rob was kind of moving over, Anrin, and so you're all kind of piling into this room. And this is the first one that's, coming in a little bit of trouble here.
This one's
Amron,
not a one-hit wonder.
Amron, are you
I'm gonna.
taking a swing?
Well, first I have to get my glaive back from Sho, who ran into the bushes with it. So I'm
Oh,
grabbing it off of her back.
I think you can assume that was given back.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
then
just wanted to ignite all the hedges, and that didn't work out.
So I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action light it up and then hit.
All right, let's see it.
Ooh.
Yeah, 28 for 24 points of damage will finish the cultist off. You were quick, no alarm raised, and one more joins the pile.
Yep, take him to the balcony.
You got it. There is one door remaining.
I'll do a quick rifle through his pockets just to be safe.
Sure. This fella's pockets contain a couple of spell type things as well as a regular dagger. This individual seems as though they were following the clerical spell set rather than the arcane.
Ooh.
So, holy symbol of Tiamat and a couple of spell components.
I'll
Whatever.
take that.
Yeah. Like yoink. For that. The last one, good news. The giant roach's plan works, and one more cultist falls to your ploy. Congratulations. You've secured a level of the tower filled with metal walls for some reason. Alarm has not yet been raised. Now what?
Another button.
Could be another button.
I like
Yes,
playing
sir.
this fake exterminator game. It plays into my talents.
Yeah, me too.
It's getting in my wheelhouse pretty good too.
More rooms, more rooms,
Okay, then
more rooms, and have we? I don't think we've taken a look at the rooms really. We just bonked them and left.
The rooms are filled with oh hey, the action Sturge, thanks for the raid. We are playing a Tyranny of Dragons, and our characters are currently exploring Zomphal's Tower. The rooms that you are currently looking at seem to be filled with bedrolls and other sleeping paraphernalia.
Oh man, if only I could put some roaches in them.
So I mean, you could hide a roach on them.
I don't know that I have any way of I don't think we actually really saw any roaches.
I mean, you could roll one, light one, smoke one, leave one.
Oh right, that's
I was wondering when that joke would be made.
Had to get there eventually.
so
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
No worries.
Didn't mean to a dimension door. Rob just noped out of here.
Yeah.
So, the party has found it seems, sleeping chambers for the lower ranked of the cultists staying in the tower. Dispatched a few of them fairly quickly and was able to do so without raising alarm.
We still need to get up. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But there's a whole panel full of teleportation locations just waiting for you.
shall we
All
just
right.
go in order?
Yep,
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
next is rectangle.
Next is rectangle. And as I flip over to figure out which one rectangle is, we're going to jump down here, and a couple of things are going to happen. And as that starts to happen, we're going to find out some stuff. The party appears on the teleportation circle, as you do. On the walls are painted renditions of Dracoliches lining the walls of the chamber. A stone altar in the central area features the skeletal limbs and claws of a dragon. Half a dozen cultists look up in surprise at your appearance. Also, laying on the table is a familiar form. Chiquito. There's a little bit of a Everybody looks over. All of the mages have their
Yes.
attention on you.
I hear there is a roach infestation up here. We must fumigate the area. So if you would please, in a orderly fashion, make yourself to the teleportation circle so we may conduct a thorough investigation of where they may be coming from. Much appreciated. You will be billed to your manager.
And while you
I-
try your
So
best
close to
to
taking
get it
Stinking
out.
Cloud, too. I was
While
so
you
close.
try your best, the mages don't look like they're buying into this one. There's a little bit of good news. As you did that little gasp and you started your speech, you see Chiquito is playing dead. You know, not having to breathe is very helpful when one wants to play dead. And as you look over at him, he reaches up and he closes his little fake eyelid and then brings it back up again so that he is winked at you to let you know that, hey, he'll be here to help you when it comes time to roll initiative. But that's going to be next week for us because we'll be bringing it to a close here as we enter into combat. Go ahead, yes?
Sorry, I was gonna say I like to imagine that instead of like him bringing his finger up, it's like one of the centipedes that's living inside him that just goes wink, wink.
I do like that one better. So basically, the centipede just crawls up, just appears for a second, opens up, and crawls back down. With that, we will be bringing this session of our Tyranny of Dragons campaign to a close. For those of you who did get a chance to stop by, please feel free to join us in the Discord. I think our Discord server link just popped up. There we go. Where we talk about Dungeons & Dragons and a bunch of other tabletop games and video games and all sorts of gaming stuff. We will be trying to find someone worthy of raid. Alex, I think you're out there. If you would like to go ahead and give us a raid, I think I see Praetors is out there at the moment, but my refresh has not happened yet. Or if we want to torture Pruno with a raid, we could also probably torture Pruno. But yes. Oh, Garthok. Is Garthok out there? Oh yeah, look at that. Let's go get him.
Motherfucking Garthok.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for all my players for putting up with Zonthal's Maze, which is a tremendously frustrating set, but at least it's fun combats. We'll be picking back up from there. Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Bye, bye.
Did Garthok end?
Did it?